Let's get it started in here. I need to see how many times the Quran say last days.
It's 26 times. Let's say 26.
26?
No, I don't think so. That doesn't sound right. That's what it said, but I don't think so.
Mine say 39. But then it says, then the word quam appears 70 times with the demonstration suffix referring that day, the last day.
That day, that day.
You know, which a total of 475 times. So that's what the Bible always say through the prophets. In that day, in that day, in that day. And people don't know what that day is when the day is the last days. All the writings are connected to the last days. So it just, you know. Y'all come on in, y'all. Share the live. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it, y'all. You know, man, it's a lot of things, y'all, that we bring out day in and day out. You know, some of it might rub your shoulders the wrong way. Some of it might poke you in the chest. You know, some of it might slap you in the face. But at all, y'all, like I say, let the truth be a workout. You know, let the truth that be something that purify you as it burns in the gym. So like Usher said, let it burn, but let it burn for the good. Don't let it burn to be bitter. Don't let it burn to put you in your feelings and keep you in your feelings. And again, we're not here to spread hate. This is all truth. And that's why I always say the truth hurts. So we're going to get into this topic. I know last time we did it, very emotional topic. And it's sad how it's an emotional topic when we don't care about one another. But we care about somebody we ain't never met. You know, nobody from the Nation of Islam met this person. You know, but they arrived from him as if he, like, you know, we're going to get into it though, man. Hey, like I said, it blew my mind, y'all. It blew my mind. It blew my mind when I found out this is the person that started the Nation of Islam. This is the person that started the Nation of Islam, y'all. What Farrakhan preached, what Muhammad preached, this who started the Nation of Islam. I found this out sitting in the mosque. You know, this is when I found this out. Let's talk about it. Matter of fact, they got something called the Savior's Day. I don't think y'all. They got something called the Savior's Day surrounded around this individual right here. The Savior's Day. We can look up when the Savior's Day is. When is the Savior's Day? I think it's coming up. You see when it is? Savior's Day is a holiday of the Nation of Islam commemorating the birth of its founder, Master Wallace Fard Muhammad, February 26, 1877. So Savior's Day is coming up. Yeah, how we gonna let this stand, man? How? We just don't. How are we gonna set this up here? And this stand as God religion, the Nation of Islam, is backed off this man right here, y'all. Where's his teachings? What did he do? What did he do? Like, why is not the people over here in America following another Islam? Why is the people in America following over Islam that was created by this man? He was born in 1877. But like I say, y'all, this shocked me. Like I say, some stuff should be light bulbs, man. I don't know how light bulbs just don't go off. Like cling, a beep, a light bulb or something don't go off. Do you not hear me? Do you not hear what I'm saying, y'all? This man right here started the Nation of Islam. What the Million Man March that Farrakhan got together is all on the backs of this. Elijah Muhammad. They say Elijah Muhammad was anointed. This who Elijah Muhammad called Jesus. And see, this is the cold part about it. I'm not just telling you this. This on TV. Elijah Muhammad called him Jesus. Elijah Muhammad thought this person was the second coming that the Bible was speaking of. And Muhammad had a message to the black man. What message? Did he help? Did Muhammad help the black man out? That's why I say, people, it's like right now, I could come get you out of jail, put you in a house, give you money for you to work for me. So you ever heard of somebody doing something for you so they can get something out of you? You ever heard of that? Have y'all ever heard of that? Somebody looking after you so you can look after them? You ever heard of that? Now, this is why I tell people about stuff like this and why this is so important. And like I say, this is for strictly the truth. You know, this is strictly, everything that's up here is strictly for the truth. So we got to understand, y'all, we had one great leader out of all the leaders that we've seen throughout the so-called Black Revolution, because the trying to get us out of this condition. Nobody has got us out yet, right? Now, remember what I told you? We had many good leaders. We had one great leader. I'm going to say it one more time. We had many good leaders. I take my hat off to a lot of people. They pride, they dignity, they bravery, they passion. I don't disrespect nobody who put in work for us. But at the same time, that one great leader was Marcus Garvey. And you know what made him so great? He had no religion. I'm going to have to say that again. Marcus Garvey had no religion. Every other leader that we had after Marcus Garvey came with religion. You said, wow, that's great. That's why I separate Marcus Garvey. And like I say, I didn't learn about Marcus Garvey till a few years ago myself. I ain't hear about no Marcus Garvey. And then when I did hear about Marcus Garvey, I didn't even look at him as him like, okay, yeah, he just another leader. Nah, we can't say nah. And a lot of people don't know when Marcus Garvey came. Because when people said Marcus Garvey, when I first saw him, I was like, oh, he was here around Martin Luther King time. Nah, man, Marcus Garvey was here 40 years before Martin Luther King. Marcus Garvey was here 40 years before Martin Luther King. 40 years is a big gap. I'm not even 40 yet. That's a big gap. Marcus Garvey was here before Noble. Well, him and Noble Drew Ali was at the same time. But again, Morris Drew Ali came with a religion. That's why I don't put him in a category as great. When you great, you don't need religion. You need one God, one aim, one destiny. That's what made Marcus Garvey set apart. That's why Marcus Garvey went anywhere. Marcus Garvey was able to talk to anybody. Marcus Garvey went and sat down with the head of the KKKs in the 1920s. A profound black African leader had a meeting with the head KKK. See, these are things that we all, we got guns, so like I say, when you really have a destiny, you have a place to go, you have a mission, and you doing it without religion, you have a movement. Religion was never meant for us to have a movement. Religion was really to put us in a stop sign. Religion put us in a standstill. And see, a lot of people don't know. That's what made Islam so big, because a lot of Marcus Garvey's movements, Marcus Garvey members, they went to Islam because they thought Islam was going to be the next movement. But they found out what? Look who created Islam. Islam can never be a movement for the people. It's another religion. It's another level of fulfilling what somebody think they need. See, of course we didn't want to worship Jesus. A lot of people didn't want to worship Jesus. Like a real man ain't gonna bow down to another man he can't see. That ain't even logical. So they know they had to create something else that made a man feel inferior, because that's the nature of a man. I respect somebody that do something for me, but I'm not gonna bow down to a man I can't see. That's stupid. I respect God. I submit to God, but I'm not gonna be submitting and bowing down to a man I can't see. I'm fighting my own battle right now. So you gonna tell me walk in the house and go bow down to somebody who did something for me 2,000 years ago, and I'm still fighting today? So you had to find something for other people to go to who had a militant mind, because a man's nature is to be militant. That's why his frame is harder than a woman, because he made to fight. He's the protector. So his frame is for that. So his nature is what? War, militant. That's most masculine men. So most masculine men, they didn't, after the Marcus Garvey movement, they didn't go into Christianity. They went into what? Islam. And they cut their beards off, and they wore bow ties, and they were so cleaned up. And what? Nothing happened. And nothing happened. Again, it was another look. It was another uniform put on to what? Have the outer appearance. But nothing here. Now, you can say Islam did a lot of what? Physical things. A lot of people did a lot of physical things. I'm not here sitting there saying that. I'm just telling you it's false. I never come up here and say everything Islam did is to the no. But a lie is a lie. They got the churches do some good things. The church is a lie. So it's crazy how the church do a lot of good things, y'all. The church do a lot of charity work. Not all churches, but a church do a lot for the community. A church do a lot for families. So they don't help a lot, but they do something. At the end of the day, all religions, because the government fund them, do something. It's no secret. That makes you look good. Do something for somebody, and everybody can see it. Oh, they gonna give me a hand clap. So right now, y'all, we have to understand, we doing this for the truth. This is strictly for the truth. And what do the scriptures say? God is no respecter of persons. God is no respecter of persons. The truth is no respecter of persons. Every person gonna have to respect the truth. This is how these things go. So y'all, like I say, man, we're gonna really get into the conversation tonight. I hope I don't get too many emotional Muslims up here tonight, because that's not what I'm trying to get into. But we here to just bring light to the dark world, y'all. And there's a lot of light need to be shared on stuff like this, as we shared on many, many more things that we talk about. So but yeah, y'all. So like I say, Marcus Garvey came before this individual. Now, Muhammad came up on the scene. When did he come up on the scene? Let's look him up. Let's look up Muhammad. When did he come on the scene? It's Wallace. He's considered the founder of Islam. So Fraud was born in 1877. Now, he was the leader. He started the Nation of Islam in 1930. You know, he started the Nation of Islam in 1930. Can you get when Marcus Garvey, when they sent Marcus Garvey home? Now, remember, Marcus Garvey had the attention of all African people in America at that time. Like if you, at the time in the 1920s, if you was in America, man, Garvey was the...
1927.
He was sent home in 1927? So Marcus Garvey was sent home in 1927. So like I said, Marcus Garvey was here real early. How many people talk about the 1920s? You know? And see, people got to understand that Marcus Garvey is showing you that everybody just wasn't slaves. You know? And when you really get into the story, Marcus Garvey did a whole lot, you know. Marcus Garvey did a whole lot for us, gathering people and putting people on a mission and having them look into what? East Africa, where we at right now in 2025. Now we look in East Africa. But Marcus Garvey had this vision 100 years ago. You know, man, Noble Drew Ali, man, you know, like I say, all that Moorish science, that goes way back. The Moorish people been working with the Roman Catholic Church. This is no fact. They have, like, this is no secret. But that's another topic. You know, everybody want to talk about their leader and the person they look up to, but this is the truth being exposed. But Marcus Garvey had way more people than Noble Drew Ali got right now, probably. And you know, so Marcus Garvey had, and he also was looking to East Africa, where the throne of David is at, which is so important and still from 100 years ago right now. You know, now we're in 2025. Marcus Garvey was headed here in the 1920s. So 2 million people was headed back to East Africa in the 1920s. But what did the FBI do? They locked Marcus Garvey up for mail fraud. Now you know there was a setup. How you gonna lock a man up like that, a leader like that, for a piece of mail? You could have gave him probation. They locked that man up for 2 years. 2 years. For mail fraud. Stopped his movement. Soon as he got out of jail, you know where they sent him? You gotta be deported out of America. So after that, once you strike the shepherd, what do the sheep do? They scatter. It's written in the scriptures. You strike the shepherd, the sheep will scatter. So Marcus Garvey, like I say, was a great shepherd. We don't talk about him enough. You know, and that's why they have lifted up leaders so you can forget about the real one. Like I say, we had a lot of good ones. We had one great one. We had a lot of good leaders. We had one great one. The Marcus Garvey. Now, again, so when Marcus Garvey got sent home in 1927, voila, you had stuff like this pop up. Because a lot of people don't know, Elijah Muhammad was a part of what? Marcus Garvey movement. So if Elijah Muhammad was a part of Marcus Garvey movement and the things that Marcus Garvey was doing, why didn't Elijah Muhammad pick up where Marcus Garvey left off? He met somebody who he thought was the second coming, which was Jesus. Fard Muhammad thought this man was, Elijah Muhammad literally thought this man was Jesus. Go check my video out. He said it in the video. Elijah Muhammad thought this man was Jesus. So in Elijah Muhammad mind, the Jesus wasn't coming back who came 2,000 years ago, because he don't look like Jesus. So I guess the teachings of Jesus coming back out the sky wasn't around. Because Marcus Garvey wasn't telling you to wait on Jesus. Marcus Garvey said, look to Africa for the black king. That's what Marcus Garvey said. So it wasn't about no king of kings coming out the sky back then. This in the 1920s, 1930s. So after they sent Marcus Garvey home, we didn't have no leader no more. Everybody scattered. And now you got to understand, when Marcus Garvey, you got to think about organizations. Think about it like this. You got Marcus Garvey organization, you got other leaders. Now, they didn't send everybody back home, because a lot of Marcus Garvey leaders was citizens in America. Marcus Garvey came from Jamaica. So by Marcus Garvey coming from Jamaica, he was the shepherd of the organization. He was the leader of the organization. They sent the leader home, so a lot of the other leaders, what? They started organizations. You see what I'm saying? So you understand? They started organizations. And people start entering those organizations, scattering the sheep. Now these 2 million black people are going all over the place. Some of them going Christians. Some of them going into the Nation of Islam. Some of them going into moral science. You know, some of them going to, man, I'm just going, man, Marcus gone, man, give me that bottle, man. And some went to that. But everybody scattered. Everybody scattered. Because why? Marcus was sent home. And from that day, we have never got back together and unified as one. And now 100 years later, we are looking back to East Africa, as Marcus Garvey told us 100 years ago. Now our vision is back where Marcus truly pointed the direction for us to go. Nobody followed the vision. We got all the Pan-African movements in the world. None of them talk about East Africa. You notice no Pan-African, well, I don't know. I could be wrong, because I don't know all of them. I don't even know a lot of them. But the ones I done heard, they never talk about East Africa. You ever heard a Pan-African talk about East Africa? Can anybody put a name of a Pan-African group that talk about East Africa? Because all Pan-Africanism comes from what? Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey is the head of the Pan-African movement. So if anybody heard any Pan-African talk about East Africa, can any Pan-African movement talk about East Africa? But Marcus Garvey movement was to East Africa. Dr. Umar, I don't see Dr. Umar talk about East Africa really. He might mention it a few times, but I never really. He go into East Africa like he mostly on the West Coast. You know, I don't listen to him enough to really, dictate all the way, but the few times I've heard him is always, yeah, he'll hear about Ghana. Yeah, I know he just got citizenship. So I know he more into West Africa than East Africa. It does come off his lips from because I talk about Ethiopia a lot, so I done ran across a post where he mentioned Ethiopia. But he don't mention it. But that's what I'm saying. All these Garveyites, that's what Garvey was going. But none of the Garveyites what? None of the Garveyites in today's time mention East Africa. Why? Religion. Religion came after Marcus Garvey. I'm just gonna put it to you that way, y'all. Religion came after Marcus Garvey to scatter us. That's why Marcus Garvey was able to get so many black people attention, because black people weren't waiting on Christ to crack the sky in the 1920s. What did nobody really? They made the new generation believe in that. In the 1920s, the world didn't believe Christ was just gonna crack the sky and come down. Nah, man. Like the world didn't believe that. You know, like I say, a lot of this stuff came in the 40s, 50s, and 60s when they really brought their religious doctrine in to really cultivate the people. You know, and like I say, we don't know this. We think our ancestors been dependent on, man, no. Like Marcus, like I say, Marcus Garvey didn't even on television. So how was he able to gather 2 million people if you had so much religion around? It would be impossible. Because when Marcus Garvey stood to speak, when nobody believed him. So it wasn't no religion around, it wasn't no movements around, it was just a struggle. Just as it is today, it's a struggle, but we can't unite in the struggle because we are all part of different religions. I'm Muslim, I'm Islam, I'm Catholic, I'm Hebrew, I'm Christian, I'm Baptist, and what? The struggle still on. The struggle ain't stopped. But see, now we have a struggle with religion involved. When Marcus Garvey showed up, it was just a struggle with no religion. So these are examples to show you what the struggle looked like without religion and what the struggle looked like with religion. Because we in the same struggle. And if you gonna be on this live and say something has changed for us, this live ain't for you. If you think stuff have changed for us, this live ain't for you. You know, this ain't the live for you. So if you just getting on here, y'all, this is the man that started the Nation of Islam, the one that Muhammad and Farrakhan preached from. And Elijah Muhammad considered this man as the second coming. Now, like I say, that's over the top. Okay, he started the organization. But the second coming? Come on, man. The second coming? Come on, man. Come on, y'all. So the second coming, y'all, that's how we gonna do it. The second coming. Come on, man. Come on, man. Not the second coming, y'all. Not the second coming, man. So this is why we say these things, you know, and everybody right now is in this Islam, you in this Christianity, you became a Hebrew Israelite, you know, you're a so-called, you know, Catholic or whatever, but we still struggling, y'all. So like, shouldn't you join an organization to stop the struggle? I don't think we think of it like that because, you know, when you're a child, you just do what your parents do. That's what good children, that's what good kids do. My mama did it. I know it's right, so I'm gonna do it. But when you stop to think, that's why you gotta break generational curses. We know about that, right? So to break generational curses, sometimes you gotta be that black sheep and go against the grain. So we gotta stop and ask ourselves, right? If I'm struggling and I'm supposed to go to a building to find God, should I not stop the struggle? Should not the struggle get stopped? Like should it not stop? Should it get worse? Should it continue? You know, like this is what I ask people when we go to these questions, because if I'm going to church 365 days, you know, 2-3 times out the week, 15, 20 years, and the struggle ain't stopped, tell me why I'm going. You know, so yeah, like, so if you go to church for that long, y'all, for that many years, man, let's be real, y'all. Let's be real. Should not some kind of change take place? So we have been going to church. We have been praying. We've been reading. We've been studying. And the struggle has continued. Why? We must not be doing something right. Because don't the Bible say God gonna open up his storehouse? Open up the blessing of storehouse. He gonna open the blessing. He gonna open it up. And he gonna pour out abundance. So wouldn't you think that abundance come when we get to doing something right? That means if we ain't doing nothing right, we never get that abundance. You know, so these are things we don't stop to think about because, again, we not understood. It's our job to break the curse. It's our job to fix the problem. That's why when the scriptures say many are called and how many are chosen? Few. Because very few people understand it's their job to fix the problem. Religion have made you put it on somebody else to fix the problem. When you got to fix the problem.
Good afternoon, brother.
What's going on, brother? You turning your camera on, brother?
You want my camera? It's dark in my room. I can. Hold on.
I know I got you on the big screen. I was gonna take you off.
Like I ain't got no lights on in my crib. But I've talked to one of your followers, right? And maybe he misrepresented you. But do y'all believe in the Bible?
Yeah, we believe in the Bible.
He told me y'all don't believe in the Bible and y'all don't read the book.
Well, brother, I know that's a lie. So maybe you heard him wrong. So I know a lot of people like to hear what they want to hear, but that's not what we stand on.
Well, because I was asking him, because like you call yourself Christ, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but you're not Jesus.
Correct.
So you're the last Christ.
Well, you know, according to people's imaginations, we don't speak according to what people imagine. So, you know, it's really only one Christ. You know, the whole writing was for the last days. The writings went forth a character that came and wanted to come back. You know, that's more the deception and what the colonizers have put on the writings.
Right, and you claim to be that character, right?
Correct.
From the Bible, right?
Well, no, not from the Bible, because the Bible is a prophecy about things that's going to take place at a latter time. So since this is the last days, which is the latter times, then I am that character.
Right. So the
Fulfills that
Bible
role.
the Bible told us that Christ would come back in the latter times, and things were supposed to happen when this Christ returned. The issue is none of the things the Bible said would happen happened, yet here you are claiming to be the Christ.
Well, you know, that's your opinion. You don't really know what's happened because you might not be paying attention. I'm
Well,
pretty
did
sure.
you?
I want to ask you this:
Yeah, go ahead.
what do you do on your day-to-day basis?
I go to work, come home, take care of my family, read the Bible.
Okay, then. So, but Christ gonna be in the earth, right? Christ ain't gonna be in the Bible, right?
Christ is gonna crack them clouds and come down and be on the earth.
Well, I'm just saying, but Christ comes like a thief in the night.
Yeah, he was gonna.
So Christ comes at a time when you least expect it.
Christ said he was gonna crack the clouds. Every eye shall see, every knee shall bow.
Christ says he's coming in the clouds. The clouds represent witnesses. The Bible is in parables and metaphors. So
Your follower said the same thing.
the Bible say Christ a lamb. Is you looking for a lamb? Or you automatically know that's a figure of speech.
Yeah, that's a figure of speech for sure. We know that.
It's a lot of figure of speeches in the Bible. Have you ever seen a man on the cloud?
No, because Christ ain't came back yet.
I know you'll never see a man on the cloud. That's a figure of speech.
I got you, bro. So the Bible says Christ will come back, crack the clouds. You said the clouds are the witnesses, right?
Correct. It tell you in Hebrew.
So what does it mean when it says every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess? Who are those people?
That's the world when he's lifted up. Remember, Christ is crucified, then lifted up. So the writings is trying to show you how somebody's going to be rejected. They're going to be refused. They're going to be backstabbed.
See, that's a problem. You said that's when Christ is lifted up, but that's describing Christ coming down.
Well, no, that's why it says, just as Moses put the serpent on the pole, so must the Son of Man be lifted up. Christ also says, once I'm lifted up, all men will come to me.
See?
So this is speaking of not what you imagine. Again, you're speaking according to what you imagine. But the writings is written according to what God gonna do.
Right. This and it said Christ. So when
But I'm
first of
saying,
all,
you gotta
let
understand
me
this.
address the Moses point, brother. He
I
said,
just want to say
"Go
this
ahead,
off the
go
point.
ahead, go ahead."
God say, my thoughts are not your thoughts, and my ways are not your ways.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what everybody is doing. They're reading the Bible and they making God thoughts their thoughts. Just because you read the Bible, that don't mean you have the thought of God.
No, we have the prophecy of God, is what the Bible gives us. The prophecy of God, right? So let me address the point you said about Moses. You said Christ must be lifted up like the serpent on the pole, right? Christ was lifted up like the serpent on the pole when he was crucified.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like that's Moses was writing about the last days. Moses didn't give you a date when somebody was gonna get put on the pole. He just told you when that person get put on the pole, that was gonna be the healing of the nations. You
What,
know. So
what you
again,
talk?
like
Wait, what you talk about?
I'm talking about when Moses did that in Deuteronomy, that was Moses was describing the parable. Moses didn't literally take a snake and put it on a pole. That's why in John in the New Testament it tells you what the serpent on the pole means, which is the Son of Man being lifted up and everybody gonna see him. That's why it says in Revelation when Christ come on the clouds, it say those who pierce him gonna see him also.
Yes.
Okay, so what you saying? The people who pierced Christ so called 2,000 years ago, they walking the earth right now.
Through regeneration, yes.
So the people that pierced Christ gonna regenerate in the last days.
That's what the book said, yes.
No. The book says at the regeneration when the Son of Man sits on the throne. Now it don't say when Jesus sit on the throne.
So the Son of Man is not Jesus.
You talking to the Son of Man that's on the throne.
You haven't cracked any clouds.
Like I said, I'm with the clouds.
Have you taken the people of Israel back to their land?
Well, brother man, first the Son of Man must suffer many things and then enter his glory. You think you are thinking these things happened in the past. I'm just letting you know they're happening now. That's why I say bless those who have the eyes to see.
Okay. How old are you right now, brother? If you don't mind sharing that information.
I'm 38.
38. Christ is already supposed to be dead.
Yeah, but you know, the Bible say God hate a false witness, and you're not speaking on things you have seen or witnessed.
What age did Christ die?
Yeah, Christ didn't. You know, like I say, I'm living.
So
So
the Bible's wrong.
I don't know what the Christ you speaking of, brother. You like I say, you don't you speaking from what you have read. You're not speaking from what you
Yeah.
have.
I mean, yeah, like so the way I know you're Christ or not is I read the Bible and compare your actions to the figure in the book. And I told your follower I spoke to, I told him if he could show me you fulfilling the prophecies in the Bible, I'll put down everything I do and come follow you right now. He couldn't do it.
Brother man, because you couldn't do it. You couldn't put down everything right now and follow me. You see what I'm saying? You just capping.
What you if you had undeniable proof that you were Jesus Christ, why wouldn't I not follow you?
Brother. God anoint the people to see me. God give the people blessing to see me. That's why I say the scriptures say, bless those who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. It has nothing to do with reading the book. That's why the people who think reading the book is the reason why you see, those are gonna be the wise and prudent who this information get hidden from, as the scripture tell you. God have
Okay.
hidden his knowledge from the wise and prudent.
So the ones reading the scriptures are going to be the same ones the scriptures are going to be hidden from?
Yes, because they think they know, and you don't know. That's why. That's what I'm saying. I just quote the scripture. It says, "Father, you have hidden these things from who? The wise and prudent, and
Okay.
given them to who? The babes. Do babies know how to read a book?
Babes are ones that need to be taught.
Okay, then you don't think you need to be taught because you read the book.
I'm
So,
here
so, so,
I'm
so,
here speaking to you to learn, right? I'm trying to hear your point of view.
no,
So
bro, you
like
got,
a
hold on,
big
hold on,
question
hold
I
on, hold on,
have
hold
is
on, hold on,
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
hold on. If you were trying to hear my point of view, you wouldn't tell me who I'm not because you don't know who I am. You don't know if God sent me or not. You think you know because you read the book, but you don't. You don't know because nobody read a book and told them when Moses was going to show up. Nobody read a book and told Noah was going to build the ark. So it is never about reading the book. But this is a generation that's caught up with the pen. And you think the pen is giving you confirmation from God. When the pen tell you the word is made flesh. But you'll disrespect the flesh all day and respect a book. When the book tell you where the word gonna be at. So that's what I'm saying. These are the things, man, that's really bringing clarity to the children of God. To the wise and prudent, these things are hidden from. It's written in your book.
I'm hearing everything
while
you're
you
saying.
studying to be wise, the truth is being hidden from you.
I'm hearing everything you're saying, King. So what part of the Bible are we in right now?
Brother, man, the Bible it don't really go like that. Like the part that we really this is the rise of the Son of Man when everybody gonna see him. This is the revelation that's being revealed. So
So you're fulfilling Revelation?
I'm fulfilling the whole book from Genesis is Revelation, brother. You know, so Moses talk about the last days. So that's why I say these are things that's being revealed again to the babes. So when I say these things, like right now, that's why I say, even though now I'd have been pierced, I'd have been backstabbed, I'd have had stones thrown at me, you know, people take my information. All this is the crucifixion. All these the burden that's on my shoulders that I carry on behalf of what I'm doing for God and the people. So when I'm lifted up by the witnesses, everybody that pierced me gonna see me. So
Okay. The Bible,
these are the things that's happening.
the book that you claim to be the figure of, which is the Bible, says by the age of 33 you were going to be crucified. You admitted that you were 38. Have you turned water to wine? Have you walked on water?
Well, brother man, I'm not professing to do those things in your way. But if you understand it and you're a babe and you're ready to be taught these things, I have done these things. Right now, you are drowning in the water.
Perfect. You've done these things. Where can I see the footage?
That's what I'm saying. You keep leaning to your imaginations.
What you mean? You're a real man. You're a real man in my face, brother.
Stop. Have you ever seen somebody walk on water?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so walking on water is an imagination, right?
If you're not Christ, yeah.
No, it's imagination for anybody. If you haven't seen what you were speaking on, you are speaking of an imagination. Now, if you've seen it, you're not speaking of an imagination.
So the entire Bible is just imagination.
I just want to show you what you're doing.
Go ahead.
You coming to God and telling God to fulfill your imagination. So you're not coming as a child. Because if you never seen nobody walk on water, it's just a vain imagination in your mind until it's happened. So, have you ever heard of watered down information?
Yeah, of course, everybody has.
Oh, so information is water, right?
No.
So why do we call information watered down?
Watered down information is like information simplified. If we don't simplify the information, we're not even bringing water up. Like, what are we talking about?
Brother, watered down information is information that's not simplified. It's information that's it's almost like a drink. If you water down a drink, it ain't strong no more. So now the information is weak because it's been watered down. That's what watered down information is.
So is good information called watered up? No. Like, bro, all I'm asking is show the 100 people in here that you're the figure of the book.
Brother, you ain't ready for the high level conversation. I know you still in elementary. That's why I says the truth is for those who are weaned from the milk. So you still on your mama nipple right now.
What does that mean? Can you tell me what that means?
You're not ready for the solid food. You a babe. You're not ready for
what's the solid food?
The truth. Some you can't chew right now. You cannot chew. You know, you ever heard somebody say, "Can you handle the truth?"
Yeah, and I'm not on here to attack you, bro. I'm genuinely
brother man,
trying to figure out.
That's cool, but let me tell you something. You attack me by telling me your imaginations. It's cool. You know, you humble. I'm just telling you what you doing as a man. You know, I ain't whining. I ain't my feelings or nothing. But if you gonna me being Christ and me being sent by God, if somebody keep attacking me with their imaginations, then I know I can no longer hold that conversation because I'm not up here to fight with your imagination. I'm just up here to give the truth. That's why I said, "Come to me, all those who are thirsty and hungry." So when you hungry, you ain't gonna be talking about how nasty somebody's food is. You're gonna be happy somebody gave you some food. So when the scriptures give you these principles, again, that goes back to all these people who read the Bible and think they know something. They not hungry for the truth. But only those who are hungry for the truth gonna come to Christ and God. Because God ain't gonna feed nobody that what? That's gonna tell them his food nasty.
Okay, so tell me if this is my imagination. I read with my own eyes in the Bible that Jesus Christ was going to crack the clouds. Every
Hey,
tongue
brother.
will confess and every knee will bow. What part of me reading that is my imagination?
Hey, brother, man. I think, like I said, I think I'm gonna leave you on your mama nipple,
Can you
and
answer my question first, and then I'll leave you live, bro?
just
Just
keep
answer my
listening.
question truthfully. What part of me reading that out of the scriptures is my imagination?
Well, brother, man, like I said, that's a figure of speech. Like a lot of other things is a figure of speech. You don't want to accept the figure of speech. So if you want somebody to ride on the cloud, wait on them. I gave you the answer a while back. But again, you don't want to accept it's a figure of speech. You want to accept it's in the cloud. So he up there. You believe that. Hey, I'm not going to be mad at you. If that help you sleep at night, believe somebody is up there and believe they're going to come down. I gave you my answer.
Okay. All right, brother. I'm going to believe on Christ as the scriptures have said. That's what I'm going to do.
I got no problem with that, brother.
All praise.
All right, peace, peace. And he was hiding from the camera the whole time. I see him. Because I seen his face very clear when he... You know, like people going to come up and ask me a question. I tell them, if Christ a lamb, no, that's a figure of speech. Is Christ going to ride on the clouds? Yeah. That's not a figure of speech. So Christ riding on the cloud, not a figure of speech. That's real. Come on, man. Now, who determines when it's not a figure of speech? You know, that's what who determines when Christ is not a figure of speech, man? Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. So, man, this is bad. So if y'all just coming in, y'all, this is the person that started the Nation of Islam. This is the person that started the Nation of Islam. You know, in 1932. 1932. Coming up, bro. Like I said, I'm accepting new people. Not really dealing with no old. And he disappeared, huh? And he disappeared, y'all. He came for this man showed up for 2 years, started a black man religion, and just boom. Poof. 2 years. Now, let alone, let me show y'all this picture right here. What this look like, y'all? Who you think he talking to? Who is the leader of Islam talking to? You know how many leaders this man probably was giving up? You know how many leaders this man probably was giving up, y'all? I need that picture in a better form. The one where you talking to the FBI? Okay. The one where you talking to the FBI? It's too big. But this is him talking to the FBI right now. And he got locked up a few times. He got locked up for bootlegging, you know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the founder of the Nation of Islam, y'all. He don't have where's his teaching? Marcus Garvey got speeches. Now, like I said, Elijah Muhammad was a Garveyite. Elijah Muhammad was a part of Marcus Garvey movement. But he'll consider this man to be Christ before Marcus Garvey? This how to show you how people look at somebody when they living. That's why I say they don't show you no love till you leave, huh? You don't become great till you go in the ground. Like how, y'all? How? How can Elijah Muhammad, being a part of Marcus Garvey movement, meet this man and consider this man Christ? Y'all, this is madness, man. This is madness. Like I said, when I found this out, y'all, like I said, it blew my mind on so many levels, y'all. On so many levels. You know, to where you can see the root of the lie. Because, like I say, people, Farrakhan, he got a million people together. And then what happened after that? He just don't forget a million people. He just don't forget a million people. It sound good, but what did it really do? Let me get this dude out of here.
That's empty.
I'm trying to pull it up. Let me pull it up. There you go. That's him right there. You sent it to your? Oh yeah. You sent it to your phone?
Yeah.
See it. So we see who he's talking to, the FBI's. I got another guess, y'all. So let me get back on.
Hello, you hear me?
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Can you hear me?
What's going on, brother? Peace.
Peace, peace. This is I got something to say, but it's not about this. I just been looking at your video, your live, about like Ethiopia and like Ethiopian being colonized or whatever. You mind if I say something about that, or is this like
You know,
strictly an Islam discussion?
I ain't really trying to go too deep in it. So we'll engage in a few conversations about it. You know, because I know how people can feel about that topic, man. And I think if people not open minded about it, it becomes a dead conversation. So
No, I'm open minded about it. I get where you're coming from. It's just certain like semantic suggestions.
okay. What like what, for instance?
I mean, so I think so. You say that Ethiopia is Ethiopians say Ethiopia has never been colonized, and you say that Ethiopia has been colonized,
Correct.
right? And you're saying it's been colonized after Haile Selassie went to Europe during the invasion of Italy.
Well, no, man. Like you had British and German colonists in East Africa before Haile Selassie even got on the throne. You know, at Menelik
But they
time, you
weren't
had at
like
Menelik time.
missionaries.
No, you had British colonists. You had the British. You had, it was called the East African British, and you had the East African German, and you had Belgium in the Congo. This was
Right.
in the late 18 early 1900s.
But
You see
that
what I'm
is a
saying? So,
constitutional colonization, though.
but that's what I'm saying.
They were there, but the Ethiopians weren't doing the full on bidding of the British or any other European powers at that time.
Man, that's what I'm saying. That's a lie, bro. That's what I'm saying. They got something called the King's Rifle. What is it called, man? Okay. Well, it's called the King's Rifle. But the British was going all throughout East Africa, supplying the East Africans with guns. So World War II was about Great Britain or Germany gaining control of East Africa. That's what World War One and Two was about: getting control of East Africa. Who was gonna get control? It was gonna be the Germans, or it was gonna be Great Britain. And Great Britain were in World War Two, so they are the ones that took over what? East Africa. This is no
See,
secret.
after World War II, so after Italy invaded Ethiopia, the Mussolini, the fascist Italy invaded Ethiopia. Ethiopia wasn't. They say it was occupied, but there was still resistance going on. That's just like Western publications saying it was occupied, but there was still full resistance going on. But let's just say it was occupied and Haile Selassie fled. Then you can say it was like neo-colonialism, because from that point on, I agree, Haile Selassie did do the bidding of the British, of the crown. What I'm saying is colonization. It suggests that it was like a military. It was militarily done.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I think you got.
It could be constituted as.
I don't know. I can't hear you no more. You went on mute. You're still on mute. You're still on mute.
My bad. Something just happened. But no, did you understand what I'm saying though?
I think you cut out about 30 seconds, but I know you were saying something about neo colonization but I'm not.
Yes.
I'm speaking on more colonization of information and resources, and also people, because a lot of a lot of good people was unalive in Ethiopia. A lot of great leaders, you know, and before the colonizer even came into Ethiopia, a lot of leaders. It was a lot of tribal war. There's a lot of conflict in Ethiopia before the colonizer even got in Ethiopia. So when the colonizer got in Ethiopia, they used the conflict that was already going in Ethiopia to take over Ethiopia. And but you gotta understand, this happened in a secret way, because when you ask people about World War One and World War Two, we don't know World War One and World War Two was about Africa. That was about European powers gaining control of Africa. But nobody knows this, because all these are secrets that's withheld from the world to understand the colonization that's happening.
I don't know about that. I can't say World War One, World War II were about taking control of Africa. What I'm saying is though, what I'm saying is Ethiopia was never colonized. Now we're under neo-colonization, because colonize suggests that it was a military tactic. No European power came militarily and colonized Ethiopia.
Well, bro, like I say, that's just
But I understand that we are under neo-colonization, but so is every other African country. So is every country basically,
oh, well, that's what I'm saying.
because the Western powers are the ones that control the narrative right now.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point of us bringing that and bringing this out, because understanding this is connected to a way bigger mission. It's not just Ethiopia's colonized, ha ha he he.
No.
It's a way bigger
Understand
picture.
that I'm not like.
Well, no, I know. I'm just speaking from my side of the point. Like, once this is understood, it's a whole greater picture. After understanding why Ethiopia is colonized. Whether you want to say it.
But there's a difference. I mean, you're speaking to like hundreds of people. You know what I'm saying? You have to make the distinction between neo-colonization and colonization, because colonization suggests that it was a military, militarily, Ethiopians became slaves. That's not what it was, though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta understand, man. Like, Ethiopia was going through starvations. Hundreds of thousands of people, was being unalive in Ethiopia. Most of us weren't even.
But Ethiopia fed Western powers too when they had starvations at one point in time. So that doesn't dictate who was colonized and who wasn't. What I'm saying is right now, and in the early 2000s, Ethiopia did the bidding of America. And even before then, Ethiopia did the bidding of the crown since Haile Selassie. Even before that, if you go to the 1800s during Emperor Johannes's reign, Ethiopia did the bidding of the British Empire.
Brother, man.
But that doesn't mean it was colonization. That's indirect colonization, if you would call it, because it was militarily done.
Brother, A lot of African countries are colonized, and the military never came in there. They just set up an African leader, and the African leader brought in the colonizers' tactics, and that's what made them.
During the scramble of Africa, a lot of them,
Hold up,
actually all of them, were militarily
hold
done.
up. That's what I'm saying, but you're missing the point. It's a lot of African countries. They're not colonized by military. They're colonized by the leaders who are being controlled by the Western powers. That's what make colonization. If your leader is working for the Western powers, which Johannes made friends with the general that came in and burnt up Magdala.
Exactly, yeah. In
Okay, so I'm
exchange to
saying,
get better weapons.
you're right. I'm saying, but so this is the beginning of colonization. You submit to the foreign powers who colonize your brother. That's like right now, if somebody come beat up your cousin.
That's not colonization. The colonization, the historic definition is via military.
Brother, slow down. If somebody come beat up your cousin, right? And you turn around and go be friends with the person that beat up your cousin, what are you?
A sellout.
So, if the British is the one that colonized the African nations, right? Why was the Ethiopian priest being friends with the British?
Right. Anyway, I gotta go, but I just want you to like. I understand what you're saying. I
So you
understand your
telling me?
points.
Oh, so you tell that was sellouts then, right?
No, yeah, they were definitely sellouts. I'm not defending
All
all
right then. So
Ethiopians.
okay.
First of all,
So if you got sellout leaders, that's what's gonna colonize the people because
yeah, but
sellout.
I'm saying my point is I understand what you're saying. My point is you got to make a distinction because you have like hundreds of people. You know, I've listened to your lives before. You have to make a distinction between neo-colonization and
No,
fully colonization.
brother. Colonization is colonization. All these little fancy words people try to put. Colonization is colonization, bro.
Nah, I mean like this is like a scholarly channel. You know, you're
No.
teaching people things.
No. Okay.
Anyway, I gotta go. But yeah, appreciate it.
All right, brother. Peace. That's why I didn't really want to get into the conversation because, like I said, it go in circles. When people want people to say what they want to hear. If you colonize, you colonize. You know, and the story in the streets is Ethiopia was never colonized. Now all of a sudden they under neo-colonization. You know, we gotta the lie. The truth is not here to pacify people, man. The truth is here for the grown folks. It's the grown
Well,
folks.
you know, I'm always here for the truth. And the question I gotta ask you has nothing to do with the topic. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's about you.
Well, bro,
My question is, how?
hold up. Before you ask me this, I want to ask you a serious question. You know,
Let's go.
where are you located?
I'm located up here in Michigan.
Okay, you up there in Michigan. Did you? If somebody want to know something about somebody, was you around when we came to Chicago?
No, because I never heard of you when you was in Chicago.
Okay.
And then also at the same time, I don't even know when you was in Chicago.
Okay. Well, go ahead with your question, then, bro.
So you basically carry on as Pizzato or Provado, or you claim to be Christ. A lot of your followers call you Christ. My question is, how can you be Christ when you did a 10-year bid for possession of crack rock with the intent to sell it to our people?
You can't come on here and speak those things on our panel. And
But it's true.
First of all,
It's true, Cordell, and it's true, Cut. It's true, Yaju.
Hold on, brother.
You said truth, right? That's your truth.
Show me where. For one thing, I've been on this mission for almost 10 years. What? I started mission. Yeah, I've been on this mission for 10 years. I ain't never went to jail not one time. So I never did no bid for no years ever in my life.
You didn't file for an appeal and lost it.
Brother, that's not me. That's why you don't know me. You didn't come ask me. You just believe what you heard. And then you came and threw it on me because you heard it. I just want to ask you this. Is Christ
just like I know you also live in Georgia, but you're originally from Baton Rouge.
The information on cigar rooms.
What I'm saying is it's simple, man. You tell people that you're Christ, you're not Christ, dog.
Bro,
Why are you lying to your?
you came up here to be ignorant. I'm finna kick you off. But can you pull the case up and show me where the person on there come from Baton Rouge? Because I come from Baton Rouge. That's where I was born and raised. So show me the person that got locked up. Show me where he come from Baton Rouge.
Yeah, just like I also pulled up your DBA.
No, show me.
Doing
Show
business
me how.
as y'all do Judas scamming people.
Hey, brother, man, show me. Well, I'm finna kick you. Is you gonna pull up the case where it's showing you a person in Baton Rouge did 10 years?
Dude, you literally 5-point pill and lost. But yeah, I could definitely pull it up.
You say you got the truth. Bring the truth and show the people. I'm gonna give you the big screen. Pull it up and show me the person that came from Baton Rouge that filed the appeal and did a 10-year bid and with all the stuff that people say.
Oh, you did more than that. You can also talk about your weapons possession that you had back in the
Can you just pull it up for
2000.
the people to see? Just pull it up for the people to see.
That's what I'm doing. Hold on 1 second. Don't worry, I'm doing it.
That'll be the best evidence you can give tonight.
And I hope somebody's screen recording this shit too.
Yeah.
Because we did post this shit. We did post this shit, try to have you come over there on Eli's shit, but you and your followers had us kicked off. So I figured I'll come to you and show you exactly what it is.
Okay, well, we waiting on it, bro.
I find funny as hell.
We waiting on it, my boy. Get your facts straight. Y'all.
Get my facts straight.
Winnie Williams.
Tell people the truth.
Y'all worse than Winnie Williams, boy. Hating is very salty. It ain't good for your blood pressure.
No, the thing is, bro, I don't hate you. That's a fallacy. I don't hate you, my guy.
Hey,
I just
brother,
want you to tell people the truth.
Hey,
I want you to be honest with your followers.
Let me tell you something about a hater, brother. A real man go check another man before he say something about another man. That's a G code. The Bible.
But I try to come to you and talk to you about it. I try to come to you and talk to you about it multiple times. So don't sit here and try to call me.
Hold up, brother. I don't even remember talking to you.
I came up here, you got mad because I called you by your government name.
You see he ain't pulling papers out yet, huh? Don't cut me off, brother, when I speak. I'm finna kick you off. Pull your paperwork up. Matter of fact, you don't need to come off your mic and pull the paperwork up.
It's easy.
Pull the paperwork up.
Cordell.
Pull the paperwork.
That's that guy right there.
Pull the paperwork up. I'm kicking you down. I'm trying to give him a chance to pull his paperwork up.
I'm working right now.
No, you ain't got to come off your mic. Just turn your camera on and pull your paperwork up. Keep your mic on mute. That's what you got to do, little kid. They got to put their finger over their mouth. So he know I come from Baton Rouge, but he can't show me no Baton Rouge paperwork. And y'all doing what women do, man. Y'all the kind of people couldn't come outside where we from. You
Bro,
came
you're
out
nothing scary to me.
when we start driving cars. Man, we don't act this way, man. Where I'm from, man, you don't speak on another man and don't know him and don't come validate it. You heard it, you go run and tell it because you heard it. Man, you don't know what kind of trait that is, bro? You don't know what kind of trait that is, man? But the Bible say all men was gonna be just like what? Women. A lot of all men. That's what it say. Cause let me give them the big screen. Let's give them the big screen.
Yeah. Just so that way y'all see.
How do I give him the big screen? Okay.
Just so y'all see.
Okay. So let's read it.
Cordell Johnson pleaded guilty to the conspiracy of the distribution.
Hold on. No. I want you to go.
Cordell Johnson pleaded guilty to the conspiracy of distribute. Go up. It literally says defendant appellate appeals from the United States District Court from the Western District of Louisiana. Oh, right there was the judge.
Okay, hold up. Hold up, bro. Slow
Cordell
down.
Johnson
Can you slow
pleaded
down,
guilty
brother?
for conspiracy to distribute.
Brother, can you slow down? You shaking, you moving. The people can't even see it. You know, so just slow down. So I want you to go up and I want you to find what is West Baton Rouge, because it say West Louisiana. You know, the paperwork say West Louisiana. I want you to look up West Louisiana. Your camera going off. Like I'm the only Cordell Johnson. I'm the only Cordell Johnson in the world. I'm the only one. Okay. Okay. Well, that's what you want. If that's what you want to believe, but I just wanted to look up what is West Louisiana, because my parish is East. If you look up Baton Rouge, I'm in East Baton Rouge. I'm on the east side of the river. I'm not on the west side of the river. Since everybody doing their research on Cordell, look up where I'm from. You know, matter of fact, me and NBA Youngboy, we from the same area. You know, NBA Youngboy probably about in walking distance about 10 minutes.
But then you want to sit here and bring up the argument again. You
Hold
want
up,
to file through an appeals court. An appeals court. What's the
Bro, pull back up the document, so we don't want to hear you. We want to see the
It's
document.
literally a different, which brings up a different,
We don't want to hear you. We want to see the
brings
document.
up a different jurisdiction.
So we're not gonna see the document no more. I'm just gonna kick you down, bro. I'm being very, very patient. You know, and you got a chance to prove to the people that that's me. And you don't even want to turn the camera back on to show the people. You don't want to show the people the truth. The people want to see. You know, put a one in the comments if you want to see the document. Put a one in the comments if you want to see the document of Cordell Johnson, which they say is me, has went to jail. Put a one in the comments. Everybody want to see the document. Nobody want to hear you. So you got a chance to expose Yaju Judah. And I'm being extra patient so you can do it. And all you gotta do is show the document. They ain't never showed the mugshot. You know, that's the cold part about it. Like, if somebody did 10 years, where they mugshot at? You know? Like, show where the person is from. Because I promise you, if I was working for the government, I wouldn't be on here. You'll see me in a fancy car. I'd be in a big house.
Show what is in Lafayette.
So it says, the United States Court Appeal of the Fifth. You keep jumping, man. You must got shaking hands or something, bro. Can nobody read it, bro?
You should have screenshot it.
I want to go to the part to where the person is when it show you where the person from.
In 2000, you caught a conviction of a gun charge. Then a simple battery in 99. Come on, bro. Come on, Cut. This is you, Cut. This is your appeal. You sit here and said that your fucking gun, that you having a fucking firearm shouldn't count against you, and you sitting here pleading guilty for fucking possession of crack cocaine. My whole point, once again, is why the hell you sell crack?
You're not finna talk, bro. You're not finna keep. I'm gonna have to kick this dude down because
Why you sell crack to
you keep trying to get me muted. I mean, you keep trying to get me banned. I'm gonna have to kick him down.
We'll sell out.
Because I wanted him to go to the part where y'all seen on there it said 1018. Now in 1018, I had my own business and I was on live. I got YouTubes in 1018. I mean 2018. In 2018, I was on social media. This was filed in 2018. This why, again, none of this stuff don't stick. Just little boys who have no life, who hear something and they want it to be true and they go out and run with it. They go out and run tell that. You know, I started this mission in 2016. You know, I started speaking openly. I actually sat down in 2014. The Father set me down. So for 11 years, I've been doing this mission. So how can I do 10 years? And before that, I had a child. I was living a regular life. You know, so if anybody know me, if you go to ask anybody in Baton Rouge, did I do 10 years? Come on now, man. I ain't coming from the woods, y'all. I came from a city. I came from a neighborhood. I went to high school. People do know me. So all these things can be fact checked. You know, just know that these things can be fact checked. But that goes to show you how far nobody has no information to prove me wrong. They got to make up lies to try to prove me wrong. That's when you know you got something. That's when you know you got something, y'all. That's when you know you got something, man. They don't even they refute you. They try to beat you up with a lie.
Hi.
What's going on? What's up? Peace.
I have to share with you that is not Wali Farad Muhammad. That is when the FBI put it out to bring down or destroy the credibility of the Nation of Islam. So if you're going to accept what the government has done with their history of trying to destroy black leadership, regardless if it's the Nation of Islam or Martin Luther King or any other leader, they have always tried to disgrace and belittle all great black leaders.
So I want to ask you this, brother. Who is this right here then?
That's Wali Farad Muhammad.
So what did he do that was great?
Well, first of all, he was the only person that ever came from somewhere else to help black people in America, other than Marcus Garvey.
Hold up, brother. Have you ever heard of Marcus Garvey?
I said other than Marcus Garvey.
Brother, you didn't say. You say he's the only one. Where did he come from?
I said other than Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey came from Jamaica. He came here. He helped to raise black people up, their consciousness. And Master Farad Muhammad came from another place. He was not born in the U.S.
Okay, so tell me what he did.
Let me complete the sentence.
No, brother, because I know his story. We know Marcus. We can look up some of Marcus Garvey's speeches. We know what Marcus Garvey did. Marcus Garvey came 10 years before him.
Let me ask you a question.
No. I'm about to give you the mic. What did he do? The floor is yours.
He raised up the consciousness of over 25,000 black people in Detroit who had no knowledge or history of themselves.
So what history was he teaching? Because was he teaching American history? Was he teaching African history? What kind of history was he teaching then? What kind of history were you teaching black people?
He was teaching the history of the earth and the history of our ancestors.
Okay, well, who is his ancestors?
He taught the ancestors was the tribe of Shabazz.
Who is that?
Well, in the Bible, it speaks about who it is. But see, let me ask you a question.
No. Who is the people?
Who is what people?
The people. Who is his lineage of people?
The original ancestors spoke in the Bible, the Garden of Eden. Let's go there.
brother, man. You
The
playing?
Garden of Eden's what's
Hey,
the geographics of the Garden of Eden,
hold
brother?
on. Marcus Garvey told us to look to
No,
Ethiopia.
no, don't flip back to
Hold
Marcus
on. No,
Garvey.
no. Because, brother, man, I'm asking you a series of questions. Marcus Garvey told us to look to Ethiopia. Now, Elijah Muhammad was a Garveyite.
It's
Before,
it's it's
hold on.
so
Elijah
what? What
Muhammad
does
was a
that
Garveyite.
change?
Elijah Muhammad was a Garveyite before he met fraud. So, where does fraud people come from?
I told you.
No,
The
you didn't.
original.
You say you talking about some Garden of Eden, bro.
Let me finish. You asked the question. Asiatic black man. That's the ancestors. That is the original people. How do you
And
know that? Hold on. Let me finish and I'll shut up. Revelations to the 7 churches of Asia. Why did it say that? Because the earth was called Asia. East, west, north, south, Asia. We are Asiatic people. That's why the Bible makes that statement.
no,
Now I'll listen to you.
the Bible makes the providence of Asia because Asia would be the forsaken land. Asia don't, the world was, but you telling me his ancestors, what part now, again, you say he was teaching about our ancestors, right? I just want to
Yes.
get clarity. Now,
Yes,
Elijah
sir.
Muhammad, hold on. Elijah Muhammad Elijah Muhammad thought he was Jesus. He thought he was the second coming of the Bible.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold up. Have you ever heard that before? Have you ever heard Elijah call this man the second coming of Christ?
He said it.
Do you believe it?
I don't have to believe. I have to know today. That's the purpose of revelation.
Okay, so
When
but
something
okay,
has been revealed to you, you know. You don't have to believe.
So first of all, I want to ask you this: are you a part of the Nation of Islam?
No, sir.
So what religion are you?
Religion?
Well, what do you believe in?
I don't believe in nothing. I either know or I don't know. Let me ask you a question. When you talk about Melchizedek, the book of Hebrews tell you there are 2 bodies prepared. So, Melchizedek, king of Salem, high priest of the Most High, Jesus, the first time, the book tells you he followed the order of Melchizedek. So now, if the book of Hebrews tell you that there are 2 bodies prepared, now my question to you is, what are those 2 bodies, or who are in those 2 bodies?
You have to read the scripture, brother, because I don't.
I just quoted it. I don't have to read it. You want to
You
make
have
a
to.
correction, make a correction.
That's not
But
because I
it's
don't.
written
I
there.
don't know. I don't know where the scriptures say 2 bodies at.
Then you read the book of Hebrews, brother. You
Brother,
lost.
I read the book of
You
Hebrews, but
do-
when you want to
right,
bring
and it
clarity,
speaks about it.
brother, when you want to
You
bring
need to know
clarity,
where it's at.
brother, when you want to bring
Let me
clarity,
ask you this.
hold up,
One last question.
no, brother. Do you have your Bible with you,
You say it's not there.
bro? Bro, do you have your Bible with you?
I do, but I don't
So
need to look.
pull your Bible out and get the scripture. You doing for one thing, you just doing too much. Like if you want to come up here and bring clarity to something, brother, you pull the book out, bro. You right now you on mute. Y'all just want to argue, bro. If you got the clarity, pull the book out and bring the clarity. You want to say something, jump around, jump here. If the Bible say 2 bodies, show us the verse.
And it tells you he comes as a thief in the night.
Well, brother, show us the verse.
You read the book. I'm not gonna waste
Brother
my
man.
time. It's
Okay, well,
there.
brother, guess what? I'm not gonna waste my time talking to you there because it'll be a waste
Thank
of
you,
time.
because it's there.
I'm not scared. That's why I told you to pull the book out. Look like you scared because you would have pulled the book out.
No, let me ask you one
Bro,
last
you ain't asking
question.
me nothing else unless you pulling the book out.
let me ask you one
You ain't
last
asking me
question.
nothing else unless you pulling the book
I'm
out,
going to
bro.
ask you one last
You ain't asking
question.
me nothing else until you pull the book out.
I'm going to have somebody else call you and share.
And these dudes, bro. These dudes. Grown old men. He gonna have somebody call me and do what?
What up, brother? How you living, man? You all right?
What's up? What's up? I'm good. I'm good.
You good? Yeah, and that's what's up, man. I ain't want nothing, man. You know, everybody got their own family. You say you the tribe of Judah, the big holy, you big holy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own family. You know, much love and to my people up in heaven, and to all my people up in heaven, and say a prayer for me and mine. Much love and thank you for everything you done for me and mine, brother. And you know, keep the faith and one love. You said get how many noodles? 3?
All right, brother. Salute to
Yeah,
you.
get 3 noodles, auntie. Yep.
Peace, peace.
Yeah, peace, love, and
All right, peace. I ain't mean to shut you out, bro. Peace, peace. I don't know about y'all. I didn't talk to y'all already. So, like I say, y'all, the brother came up here defending Fraud Muhammad like he was repping Fraud Muhammad. And that's why he couldn't really tell me where fraud come from. Now, this man have no teachings. Now, if he woke so many people up, why? Like, if somebody is going to be considered the second coming, Marcus Garvey had more notoriety than him. Where's his teachings? Where's the works of what he did? What did he do? Okay, he got a bunch of people together. Shit, Joe Augustine, T.D. Jakes did that. You know, but we are literally saying this man is something. What did he? That's all I'm asking. What did he do, y'all? That's all I'm asking. What did he do? Prove me wrong. You know, he taught Elijah. Man, that man ain't teach the man. You know, y'all. Like I say, Elijah Muhammad was a Garveyite. Elijah Muhammad might have got his teaching from he might have stole what you call them teachers. You know, Marcus Garvey might have had a book, and when they took him to jail, he might have been the one that got Marcus Garvey book. You know, I'm just throwing it out there. You know, that's a joke. I don't know. I'm joking on that, but I'm just saying, like, you know, man, to put this man on the pedestal like this, y'all, and you know, I'm just bringing a revelation about it. A lot of people don't know about it. A lot of people do. You know, but matter of fact, put me a 1 in the comments if you knew he started the Nation of Islam. Put me a 1 in the comments if you knew this person started the Nation of Islam. Because like I say, man, this shocked me, man. This shocked me. Never seen them. So like I say, just to bring awareness to the darkness that we in, man. Like, how can, I did not know. Okay. So that's really what this up here for. Like, if you want to, like I say, if y'all want to believe in y'all religion, man, we're not here to stop you. We here for ones who want to know. We here for those who want to get these lies off their shoulders. We here for those who want to remove that veil from their eyes. That's who I speak for. I don't speak for the person that want to stay in their dogma. That's what some dogs do, return back to their vomit. So if you one of them dogs that want to return back to your vomit, hey, I'm not gonna stop you. Lick on, my dog. So, but this is him, y'all. This is him talking to the FBI. I bet you can't show no picture with Marcus Garvey like that. I bet you can't show no picture with Malcolm X like that. I bet you can't show no picture with Fred Hampton them like that. I bet you can't. I bet you can't. And the Nation of Islam is a big organization, y'all. Ways, y'all. You know, the organization infiltrated in so many ways. On the outside, it look good. On the inside, y'all, it's all bad. On the outside, it look good. On the inside, it's all bad. For one thing, brother, like, I got invited to a mosque, you know, by a Muslim, right? And every time we go to a mosque, if you're not interested in joining, you can't really have a conversation. Now, they do have a select group of Muslims in the organization that you can talk to, but you can't really go talk to the leadership if you're not trying to be and this with any religion, not just Muslim, this with Christianity too. You can't walk in the church and see like, hey, pastor, let me sit down to you and talk about what's going on. You can't do that. You know, in almost no religion. But you always find good people who are part of the religion. I have found that. But when it comes to the inner core, man, come on, man. Like I said, these things I done been around. I'm not a person, I'm speaking from experiences. You know, like I say, the Quran tell you it's not even righteous to look to the east. They're going to tell you to look to the east. Because that's where you get your blessing from. And why the Quran tell you it ain't even righteous. You know. So right now, y'all, like I say, this is the truth for those who want the truth. And if you want to stay in your lie, stay in your bed. This alarm ain't for you. You know. This alarm is not for you, y'all. You know. But this is the man that started the Nation of Islam. Now, what I found out too is two kinds of Muslims. You have the Nation of Islam, and then you got I guess it's the Arab. I don't really know the correct name, but I know it's two kinds of Muslims. All Muslims ain't the same. You know, it's almost like Christian Baptist and Christianity, or Baptist and Christian. You know, it's a little bit different. They both got a Quran in their hand, but they both are walking two different paths. You know, God is not the author of confusion. You know, so that lets you know the Quran, and you can't give them the truth, because all of them read the Quran. And you got some people that can recite the Quran that's in the Nation of Islam, and you got some people that can recite the Quran in another part of being a Muslim. But why they don't come together? They both can recite the Quran. Again, all this is for the outer appearance. You know, these are for outer appearances. You know, so like I said, we show y'all these things, y'all bring y'all the facts, man, and you know, we here for the real. We here for the real. Because if this man had any kind of enlightenment, we'll talk about it. Marcus Garvey got recordings, why he ain't got none? Marcus Garvey got recordings, why he ain't got none? Marcus Garvey came 10 years before him. Y'all, just because somebody teach you something, that don't, you know, Polite was a teacher. Young Pharaoh was a teacher. Nature Boy was a teacher. Anybody can be a teacher. Everybody not chosen. So, okay, he was a teacher. Voila, he wasn't chosen. He wasn't chosen for the things he set up. And then the crazy thing about it, when Elijah Muhammad asked him, I mean, when he told him Elijah Muhammad he was the son of man, Elijah Muhammad, he said he's Elijah Muhammad, but nobody knows that. Why don't nobody know? He supposed to have taught thousands of people in Detroit. So why the thousand people in Detroit weren't telling nobody he was the Son of Man? Why the only person that considered him the Son of Man was Elijah Muhammad? Because you don't have nobody else proclaiming this was the Son of Man. We don't have nobody else proclaiming this to be the Son of Man. Come on now, y'all. Let's be real, man. He taught thousands of people in Detroit. Nobody clarified he was the Son of Man but Elijah Muhammad. Like I said, if a light bulb don't go off, then they're in darkness. That light bulb supposed to go off. This ain't your classroom if the light bulb don't go off. Because, this man has such a following. He didn't tell none of them he wasn't the Son of Man. He didn't tell none of the people in Detroit he was the Son of Man. But when he found Elijah, he was the Son of Man. Y'all believe that? Now, let alone, some people in the Nation of Islam call this man God. And Elijah Muhammad is Christ. Like, y'all, we know this is the generation that's not going to accept that. I'm not going to be in an organization that started by this individual. I'm not going to be in an organization dedicating my life to it when it's backed off this right here, y'all. I'm not going to do it. And this is why it's division. Like I told y'all earlier, Marcus Garvey showed up when it was no religion. It wasn't no Nation of Islam, so it wasn't no Christianity. It was the struggle and what the hell we gonna do to get out the struggle. When Marcus Garvey showed up, that's what the mind frame was. We are struggling, how are we gonna get out of this struggle? And what did Marcus Garvey say? Look to the east, for there a black king will arise. Nobody follows that no more. And we find out 100 years later that the throne of David is where? In East Africa, where the king has to return to. 100 years later, we are following in the footsteps of Marcus Garvey. The original Pan-African movement. The original intentions of the Pan-African movement. The original intentions of the black, red, and gold. These are the original intentions. But as you see, so many people have gotten away what? From the original intentions. And this was by design. Let's see, let me show y'all this was by design. I'm gonna have to find this, y'all. So give me a few seconds. I'm gonna have to find this. This is gonna be important. Yeah. This is by design to keep African Americans from East Africa, y'all. This is by design. And the Nation of Islam is one of these organizations that have helped America succeed and to keep us looking from East Africa. Now, I'm only going to prove this with a document. You see, of what? Ethiopia and Afro-Americans, right? I'm just going to read a little part of it. You can screenshot it and kind of read it yourself, But let's look up what I got highlighted right here. It says, in anticipation of what to follow, here I need only to point out for you more than a half a century. Afro-Americans have been participated directly in diverse and often unique development activities in Ethiopia society. And I intend only to review I can't say that word, the social characteristics of this involvement. Hold up, y'all. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. So here we go. I'll get these comments. So it says, it should come as no surprise to learn that the beginning of activities of Ethiopia Afro-Americans relations can be dated to the first decades of this present century. Unlike some of the dependent African territories, Ethiopia did not exclude or even govern the movement of Afro-Americans to this independent African state. However, for a multiple reasons that are not precisely clear, the diverse roles of Afro-Americans in Ethiopian society have been poorly understood. Now, this is the part we got to focus on right here. Y'all see this part right here? It says what? However, for a multitude of reasons that are not previously clear, the diverse roles of Afro-Americans in Ethiopian society have been poorly understood. Popular writings have contributed tremendously to the misrepresentation of facts about the attitude of Ethiopians towards Afro-Americans, which I hope this paper will largely dispel. So again, how can the greatest Afro-American leader movement be swept under the rug by everything that came after him, but everybody is repping Marcus Garvey? Marcus Garvey was telling 2 million people to look to East Africa. Now you can't get 2 people to look to East Africa unless they're a roster. Or unless what? They done heard y'all Jew. That's the only way you look at East Africa. But these things are by design, and then see how the paper, see, they hide stuff in plain sight. You know, this is what the paper say. The bottom part. Let's start right here again. Let me give y'all a game on how you hide something right in front of your face. It say, however, for a multitude of reasons that are not precisely clear. How they not precisely clear? They clear, ain't nobody talking about them. That's why they not clear. But that's why this paper is being made so they can be clear. So it say what? Which precisely clear. Which not precisely clear. The diverse roles of Afro-Americans in Ethiopia society have been poorly understood. Popular writings. You get it? Popular writings. Stuff that everybody see. Popular writings have did what? It says what? Popular writings have contributed enormously to the misrepresentation of facts. So what have changed the facts? The popular writings. It's the popular writings that change the facts. The popular writings change the facts. So it says, misrepresentation of facts about the attitude of Ethiopians towards Afro-Americans, which I hope this paper will largely dispel. So this paper dispels what? The misrepresentation of Afro and Ethiopians and the relation of Afro-Americans and Ethiopia. The relation of Afro-Americans and Ethiopia has been poorly misrepresentative because of popular writings. I don't have to say no more. I don't have to say no more, y'all. I don't have to say no more. But you know, these are things, y'all, that it is, if you don't, you have to know the Tower of Babel. You have to understand the Tower of Babel, and you have to look at this from a whole nother level. That's why I say you got to be raptured up. When you raptured up, you are taken to another level. You're on another grade level. You're not in
Yes,
elementary
sir.
no more.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to share Book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 9. Would you read that, brother?
The same. This the same, bro. This you the same brother from earlier.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. But chapter 10, Book of
Go ahead.
Hebrews, verse 9.
Go ahead and read it.
Verse 9. Then said he, Lo, I come to do thy will, O God. He taketh away the first, that he may establish the second. That's two bodies, brother.
That's not.
Prepare.
That's talking about the covenant, bro. That's not two bodies.
Regardless of what it's talking about two bodies prepared. That's what I shared.
It's talking about the covenant that's taken away, which is the
Brother,
old.
it don't speak about the covenant. It's speaking about the two bodies that was prepared to fulfill the covenant.
But brother, it don't say two bodies in there.
If you take away one body and bring a second,
It
how
don't
many
say.
bodies
It
was
don't say
used?
take away. You add body to the scripture.
Brother, I ask you a simple question.
You adding
If
body
you
to the scripture,
if you have one body prepared
bro.
and you
You're
take
not
that
gonna play,
body away and
bro.
bring another body, a second body, how many bodies is it?
Bro, you're not gonna play semantics with
It
me.
says
The scripture
establish
don't
the
say body.
second.
The
So that
scripture don't say. The
how can you
scripture don't,
use second if it's not two bodies, brother?
brother. That's why the Christ brings the new covenant.
Okay, so it's a new covenant, but he used two bodies.
No, the first covenant is taken
Let
away
me
when
read it again for you, brother.
the new one is established. The new covenant is
Then
established.
said he, Lo, I come to do thy will, O God. He taketh away the first, that he may establish the second. So the word second, it means what, brother?
Brother, do you have any more questions?
That was a question. You don't
I
want to
answered it.
acknowledge the
Well, no,
scripture?
no, no,
Okay.
no, 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 no. I answered it. You don't have to accept the answer.
You
So what's
said what we already know.
well,
The
brother,
body
man?
was
Well,
produced or prepared for the covenant.
I told you I gave you an answer. What's your next question? Move on from that, brother. I gave you an answer. You said it said two bodies. It don't say bodies. You adding bodies. It's talking about the covenant. So what is your next question? I put you on mute. This dude. You on mute. Come off mute with your next question.
What is your next question?
Okay. Can you hear me, sir?
He hear you. Go ask him now.
Okay. My next question is how many levels or how many levels is of spiritual food is it in the Bible? Spiritual food. How many levels?
You have the bread with yeast, and you have the bread without yeast. That's the heavenly bread.
Yes, sir. So I'm asking you, how many levels of spiritual food is it in the Bible?
There ain't no levels. You got the lie, you got the truth.
Okay, so we're going to disregard milk, bread, oil, wine, and meat because you just spoke about the bread. That's what Jesus gave us, daily bread.
Brother,
However, milk, oil, wine, and meat is all spiritual food.
That's what's on the table at the Last Supper, brother.
That may have been on the table at the Last Supper.
No. The Last
However,
Supper,
the
Last Supper is for
spiritual
the last
food
days,
does not bread
brother.
represent spiritual food, brother?
Brother. Again, that's what the Last Supper is about. The Last Supper is about the information that Christ brings at God appointed time. So this is the appointed time where Christ is bringing that kind of food. That's why the table is
So what
prepared
is the meat, brother? What does the meat represent?
the flesh.
Brother, you know, out of due respect to you, I understand what you're sharing, what you're teaching. However, meat is prophetic. That's prophecy of scripture. Meat is for men. That is the hardest part of the spiritual food to digest.
Okay. That's why it says you got to be weaned from the milk.
You know, of course,
So right now, a lot of people can't digest the Son of God because you got to eat his flesh and drink his blood.
well, when you get to Revelation, it's revealed, brother. Now you know.
No, it says whoever don't eat the flesh of the Son of Man has no life in them.
So let me ask you this.
Hold on, brother, slow down. Eating the flesh of the Son of Man is receiving the information from the Son of Man, flesh and blood. You don't receive God information from a book because the book tell you the word become flesh. So the word become flesh when God choose the Son of Man to put the word in, as it tell you in Deuteronomy 18:18. And that's going to be the hardest thing to accept. The Son of God in the flesh. And the only people who are going to accept that are those who are weaned from the milk.
So one more thing. The words were sealed up and the book was sealed up. So now, can you open the seals, brother?
Yes, I'm the one that has opened the seals.
Okay. So what seal did you open, or did you open all 7?
I loosen all 7 so you can have understanding. You know how somebody can't open something until you loosen it for them?
Okay. So now my
That's why
question
I say
to you,
I'm the one that loosens
you is this. Those that were saved sing a song, and no one else could learn that song even though they heard it. Revelations. I'm sure you know where it's at. So now, what is the song, brother?
Thou art worthy to take the book. The new song is those
That
witnessing.
makes you the lamb, right?
Yes, that's me.
You're the lamb. So if you're the lamb, you know the song.
I just told you the song. I'm the one that's coming from my lips.
Oh, so now you know the history of the earth then. So Revelations chapter 12.
Hold on. How this a new song and you know the lyrics?
Well,
You don't know the
obviously,
lyrics?
I asked the question, I must have the answer.
No, you don't have the lyrics. So are you saying you the Christ?
No, sir.
Okay then, so you ain't got the lyrics.
I can share with you who I am, but you should know who I am just based on what I'm asking you. Because you don't know the answers to the questions I'm asking.
Brother, according to your understanding, I don't.
Well, anytime someone tells me I'm going to give you $1 and I'm going to give you a second dollar, I'm expecting to have $2.
Well, really,
You told me
you're not even
one
weaned from the
body
milk.
and the second body is not 2 bodies.
You ain't ready, sir. So
You smiling now, aren't you?
where are you going, man? You're not.
I'm not ready.
Brother, for one thing, you talking
Brother,
slow.
okay,
Slow.
I got another question for you.
You know, I'm trying to
Since you the lamb,
hold on for one thing, brother. Let me tell you something.
tell me anything.
Hold on. This is where people are confounded. If I wasn't who I say I am, people wouldn't even come up here and try to what? Prove me that I'm not who I say I am.
Brother, there are thousands of leaders out here claiming they the lamb or they got the word.
Bro, it says, for one thing, none of these people have people flowing living water from their mouths, and none of these people are proclaiming judgment on the house of Israel and on the nations of the people. This is what God gonna send you to do. God ain't gonna send you to start an organization. God is going to send you to judge the world because the saints going to judge the world. So while the fake leaders are teaching the Bible, the fake leaders are in churches, the fake leaders are have put titles on their name, the real Son of Man is given the titles and the crowns, as the so-called book say. Because the book tell you you're going to be made of king and priest by the one who God sends. You can't make yourself no king in captivity. You can't make yourself no priest in captivity. And that's what everybody have done. That's why the Bible say, woe to the pastors. See, I'm not a pastor. I'm the anointed one. You know, so right now, the leaders that's in
All
the
the
world,
anointed brothers are, all the anointed ones are already written in the book. So where's your name in the book?
brother man, your name got to be in the book of life, not in the Bible. Is not the book of life.
Oh, spiritual food is not the book of life?
Spiritual food come from the lips of the person that's hosting the spirit. That's where the spirit comes from. The vessel that's hosting the spirit. The spirit don't dwell inside of a book.
Okay. Yes, sir. So if I give you $1 and then I say I'm gonna give you a second dollar, how many dollars should you have?
I, hey,
Simple question.
you talking to that child that who pounding you on or something? Or you can't be talking to me.
It's a simple question for the lamb.
After a conversation, brother, you ask me a
All
question like,
right, brother.
you want me to
I'll end it
continue the
now.
conversation?
Brother, peace, brother.
Okay, peace.
He's anxious to get
Now,
Yes, sir.
he asked you a question and you didn't answer it.
What was the question, brother?
He said to you, how do you know what the song's about if you don't know the lyrics?
He assumed.
He hit it. He's still
He
alive.
assumed. Yeah.
You hit it, right?
Yeah. He assumed he didn't ask me if I knew the lyrics. Okay? He didn't ask me that.
What did you
But
ask?
I asked him, if you take $1 and give to someone and you give a second dollar,
Man, even a child know this, man. That's why actually was he talking to a child? That's some kind of shit you tell somebody, man, a teenager, somebody, a fifth grader, man. Come on, man. We know if you give somebody $1, you give them another dollar, they gonna have two. Like we not, you know. But these are these old pastors, y'all. Like I say, man, a lot of people are gonna get shamed. And the truth, you know, matter of fact, let me show you what kind of awakening is happening right now. Let me show y'all the true awakening that's happening. Let's go to Daniel 12 right quick, y'all. Let's talk about the real awakening. It says, and many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Many shall awake. So you notice many people are awake right now. But what? Some to everlasting life. Many people woke up, but only some got the everlasting life. Some shame and everlasting contempt. See, this is the real awakening happening right now. See, a lot of people are awake, but everybody ain't getting the everlasting life. Now, where's the power of life and death? So where life gonna come from? Where's the power of life gonna come from? Where's the power of life and death? And that power gonna bring what? Everlasting life. And that power gonna also bring what? Everlasting contempt. Everlasting shame. This is what this power gonna bring. So this is the real awakening. So you heard that little boy talking to that man, right? He said, well, he asked you a question. You didn't answer it. And I basically asked him, if it's a new song, how do you know the lyrics? If the Bible talks about a new song, how you know the lyrics and where you got them from? Either you Christ or you know who the Christ is who's singing the song. Because the Bible don't say the pastor's gonna sing the song. The song is coming from the Lamb. Now the 144 is with the Lamb. So either he know where the Lamb is at. That's why he have the lyrics, or either he the Lamb, and he the one that's giving out the lyrics. See, the truth, man, like I say, the truth brings so much logic, y'all. It's the truth is so much logic. It's a shame. You know, the truth is logical, y'all. The truth is logic. I tell you, no lie. That's why I give you rest. You know, when something makes sense, you ain't gotta think about it no more. When something makes sense, you ain't gotta wonder about it no more. But when somebody you know how somebody lie to you, you always want to be like, man, I heard it. I wanted to believe it. But I always wondered, was that shit true? You know why you was always wondering? Because it was a lie. Moses wondered, Christ wondered. Because when you receive the Spirit, you wonder. When you receive God's Spirit as a human being in a world full of darkness, Moses was in Egypt, out of worship. When Moses got the Spirit. So what did Moses have to do? He had to leave Egypt and wonder. And find what? What was this that came upon him? Same thing with Christ. Spirit came upon Christ. Christ had to wonder. You know, the baby in the manger. And what I say, but like I said, I'm not going to even, get into all that. But these are things, like I say, we look over to get the logical part of the scriptures. This is the stuff we look over and forget about the logical parts of the scriptures. And we turn into this hocus pocus story. This is why we're not supposed to have the book. This is the main reason we're not supposed to have the Bible. Because when you read it, you was going to create what? Vain imaginations and make God's story hocus pocus. So right now you can't see what? Michael, who have stood up. It says, at that time shall Michael stand up. The great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. So right now, you have somebody that stood up for the people, not for religion. That's why Marcus Garvey was so great. Because Marcus Garvey stood up for the people. Marcus Garvey did not stand up for religion. I understand the Bible. I don't believe nobody that teach the Bible. I believe the Bible. That's why I'm reading the Bible. That's why I come out the Bible. The Bible is true. Man and woman is lying. Because right now somebody has stood up for us and we can't see him. Because why? We reading the Bible. Reading the Bible is not going to help you see the one that stand up. Believing in God going to help you see the one that stand up. Because a lot of people read the Bible, they don't believe in God. They believe in Jesus. And they try to say Jesus is God. But last time I checked, Jesus said, I go to my Father. God don't go to nobody. Last time I checked. Last time I checked, God don't go to nobody and God don't come through no woman. Last time I checked. Jesus come through a woman. Son of Man come through a woman. God don't come through no woman. Last time I checked. I don't know if y'all, but last time I checked, God don't come through no woman. So we can't see the one that stood up right now because why? We looking like this and then we looking like this. But we're not looking at each other. Because of what? The foul religions. We either got our head down or we got our head up. And when you got it down, you can't see who in front of you. And when you got it up, you can't see who in front of you. So you can't see the great prince which took stand for the people. The only people we believe in who stood up for religion. People are believing in a religion people are standing up for their religion. You're not standing for the people. I talk to all people. What I'm doing is going to benefit everybody in every religion. The things that we are doing is going to benefit everybody in every religion. So we proving we standing for the people. But it say what? And there should be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. So never. This is going to be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation. Even to that same time. So at that same time we're in trouble, what's going to happen? And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. So the whole prophecy is talking about a people being delivered when they are in what? Big trouble. Not any trouble, but in a trouble they never been in since there was a nation. We never been in this kind of trouble as black people. That's why we try to show y'all black royalty. We never been in this kind of trouble. They want you to believe, think you just always been like there for 400 years. That's a lie. All that's cap. So again, it's never been this time like this, y'all. But at that time, thy people should be delivered. Everyone that should be found written in the book. So these are the people. Some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt, y'all. And right now, what it tell you in verse 3? And they that be wise shall shine. They that be wise shall shine. So the Bible ain't got no hocus pocus in there. This is not a hocus pocus prophecy. We can't see somebody taking a stand. Now, look up the word Michael. Let's look up what Michael means. I'm going to let y'all read it. Look up what the word Michael means, y'all. Y'all read it? Y'all read what the word Michael means? The Hebrew word Michael, pronounced Michael, who is like God. So the Bible tell you somebody like God gonna stand up. It ain't say God gonna stand up. Somebody like God. Now who was God give? God for loved us only world. He gave his only begotten son. The gift of God. God gift to the earth. So Michael represents God gift to the earth. God, this is the one that's gonna stand up. But what you can't leave out, what did he take stand for? Was it for Christianity? Was it for the Bible? Was it for religion? Or was it for the people? It was for the people. What kind of movement Marcus Garvey had? For the people. Marcus Garvey didn't have a religious movement. It was for the people. Okay, yeah. We got a lot of people live. Everybody holding live down tonight, y'all. But so y'all, this is what's going on, man, and no, I'm not reading the comments. I'm not reading the comments. Sometimes I do my no, I'm read. I got another panel up, y'all. For those who watching on, I got 2 platforms up. I got my main platform up, so. But you know what? I thought I was gonna get some weird Muslims up tonight, but I guess that's a good thing. I hope this this truth is riding people, shaking people the right way. I hope this truth is polishing you the right way. Oh, I ain't even see you up there, bro.
My man, what's up, bro?
What's up? What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
I feel you so much that it's like there's nothing that can be distinguished between people, but there is. We are all a false nation.
You say we all a false nation?
I say this is what I say, and this is something that I don't know because we don't know what we don't know is what I say is that I believe that we are all connected in some kind of way, but we are all directed to a false nation, if that makes sense. Like why does people have to be like segregated? Why do people have to be like moved in a certain way? Like it's not you're not part of us. I'm not part of you. We are all one. That's kind of what I kind of look at everyone, that we are all energized with each other. So please talk to me about that, and I will talk to you about it, what you think as well.
Well, that's why change is here. So that can happen. Right now, it's not like that. You know, that like as much as somebody can say that's what they would like, but that's not what it is. So we have to focus on what it is to bring forth what should be. And I think that's not
Yes,
the
sir.
conversation. We just try to say what it should be, but we don't never take accountability to make it that. You know, so that's when it becomes just like I don't know, empty words. You know, it would be something it sounds good, but it's empty because no action behind it. That's why actions speak louder than words. So a lot of people have that mindset, they don't take the action for these things to happen.
Yes, sir. And can I say something? Is that like depiction of the picture could have been you in a previous life? Is that why that's up?
Oh no.
Or is that like an uncle or
This is the man that
part
started
of
the Nation of Islam in America.
do you know he kind of looks like you, bro?
Who?
That motherfucker right there.
Don't look like me.
If you shaved your beard, you would look like that dude right there.
Nah, I
Come
doubt.
on now.
No, I
I
doubt.
don't mean it in a
Oh no, no,
derogatory
no,
way. I
no, no,
promise you.
no, no. I see what you're saying. You know, but like I say, sometimes pictures can, can but here's another picture of him.
Okay. Yeah.
Here's another picture of him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But but yeah, man. So
Wow.
I'm just bringing awareness to who started the Nation of Islam. You know, a lot of people don't know who this is. They don't know nothing about them, and they fall into religion. You know, people are part of religion. People have joined a religion. And again, we got somebody started this religion that he don't have no teachings. He don't have no speeches. He ain't got nothing. He just got ghosts. And that right now, it's a lot of division among our people when it comes to religion. And
Yeah.
so I'm just bringing awareness to it.
So how's that working out for you?
It's working out good. I'm doing my job. I'm doing what I'm sent to do. The thing about when you're on a certain task, it could be very alienated. You know, like it's
Well,
almost like when you're on an army mission. If you don't know the person or the mission that soldier is on, you know, you won't understand
yes,
the
sir.
moves he make, why he make it. You know, so it's kind of
Yes,
like
sir.
that.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah. So I look at certain people's lights, and the light can be something that we don't even see that we carry, within ourselves. And even though it doesn't really come to fruition, we don't know that we've helped that other person in that realm. So, I do think that, there are prosperous people that come to, and they don't even know that they're helping other people at certain times. So, yeah, what I want to express to you is that there are many blessings that people are not even aware of how they are blessing other people at times, even though that they are, they're gorgeous in their faith with God. Well, it's not even the faith with God, it's just the faith in their heart. They think with their heart and their mind, and with the both of those going together, they create something that creates, a blessing for other people, and they don't even know that they're doing that. So I look at that as an absolute blessing for people, and I think you're probably doing the same thing, my friend.
Okay. Okay.
Many people are getting blessings from you and they don't even know it.
Well, yeah, you know that I would say that's a trait of an angel. Because like I said, it say be careful to entertain strangers. With doing so, many people have entertained angels, and sometimes they don't know they entertain an angel, and they don't realize they get their blessing until months later. It could be
Yes, sir.
a year later. So yeah, I definitely get where you're coming from, brother. So yeah, that's that. That's every servant of God job. To give out many blessings, to pass them out, whether people see it, whether they reject it, whether they not here, still give it out because it might that seed that you plant might sprout a little later.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, most definitely, man. I mean,
bro.
what do you usually do? I mean, I know you're on this platform, but what is your purpose of what's your status, and kind of foreseeing how you can move the energy, because I think you're more energy based than anything else, man. I think you're more, I am here. I'm looking to do um I you believe in Christ. I believe that. But I also believe that you believe in energy. So I'm
Well,
just trying.
the thing about I'm like from the old school. A lot of people use different words, but we all have a certain sense of knowing who to be around. Now, everybody don't have it, but for those who've been given the gift of discernment, you kind of feel the people you need to be around.
Oh
If
yeah.
you in your mind, you can walk in a crowd of people and you can realize, well, this ain't what I need. This ain't where I need to be. So
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
have that gift. If you, like I say, if you've been, blessed with the gift of discernment. But at the same time, man, I'm simply here for the movement and here to build a new kingdom of God. I'm the carpenter. That's why I'm here working for God. That's my mission. My
Yes, sir.
sacrifice, my dedication is all to building the kingdom. That's really what I have made my sacrifice for and dedicated my life to. So that's my mission. So
Well, I'm proud of you.
everything I do is really consist around doing that. Yeah. So that's
Well,
what
I'm proud of you, brother.
yeah with my life. But other than that, man, like I say, it's done. It's going real good, man. A lot of new things have been revealed. A lot of clarity have been brought. A lot of unification has been made, and you know, it just only get greater later. It only get greater later.
Um, I don't know what your really energy is, but if you would like me to pray for you right now, I see that there's some kind of hurt in your heart right now that I would like to pray for. If you would like me to interject.
Well, no, I ain't really dealing with no hurt. You know, I'm very.
No, there's something with a young female or a girl. I don't know.
Nah, you got the wrong guy, brother. Like I say, I'm not hurt in no way, shape, or form, bro. I'm not, you know. That's why I say, like, you know, hurt people. You know, one thing about hurt people, you can't dedicate yourself to God being a hurt person. You know,
No, no, no.
you gotta
So
be.
so you're not with a young woman.
Well, yeah, I am. Like I say, I have a wife, but you know, like I say, I'm not hurt.
It's okay.
Huh?
So it's okay. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, no worries. No, you're good. So what I'm just gonna say is that
But
love love is all, and you can project love just by a blink of an eye. So that's what I say.
all right.
If you just want to blink and the love is there, that's it, brother.
I don't know what you mean by
Yeah.
that.
So no, 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 no. So when the Lord said you can move a mountain by what?
A little faith.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what he said. By little faith.
But yeah, bro, brother, I'm gonna get back in the queue though, brother. I appreciate you coming up with the words of encouragement, man. I don't know if you had a question that you might want to leave me with before you leave, but I got a few more other people in the queue.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so move mountains, brother. All right. We'll see you. Bye.
Will do, brother. Peace, peace.
Yep.
Peace.
What's going on? Peace, peace.
What's going on, beloved? We still doing the anti-Nation of Islam content. I see.
Well, we tearing down the Tower of Babel, man. So you know everything in the world is connected to the Tower of Babel. So we just doing our job, brother. We
Oh,
just doing
really?
our job, man.
Okay. So you the only one that's not a part of the Tower of Babel.
Yeah, I want and the babes who haven't joined themselves with it. That's
Oh,
why
really?
that's why the Bible say flee from Babylon.
Mm,
You know,
okay.
so a
So
lot of
so
people,
let me
a lot of
ask you
people.
about this title and the photo that you have on the screen. Nation of Islam is false. I am a member of the Nation of Islam. I've spoken to you before in the past. You may not remember me. Um, so the Nation of Islam is false. What makes it false?
Well, Elijah Muhammad called this man the second coming, right? I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like the foundation is false because if Elijah Muhammad called him the second coming, and Farrakhan ain't under Elijah Muhammad, and Farrakhan is speaking about Jesus coming back the second time. So the contradiction is again, this is this stuff that's set up to divide us. You know, so I'm only attacking the foundation of the Nation of Islam. This brother has no where's his teachings that he taught Elijah Muhammad? Where's he didn't do no speeches. Nobody else proclaimed him to be the son of the second coming but Elijah Muhammad. Now, Elijah Muhammad was a Garveyite before Elijah Muhammad even met him. So Marcus Garvey was a way greater leader than this man. Let's be serious. He don't even stand close.
Okay.
We don't know nothing about him.
Okay. So
Now I want to say this. Now, I never heard Elijah Muhammad mention East Africa. And this is where the Solomon Mountain dynasty come from. But he was a part of an organization where the leader that he was a part of was taking 2 million black people to East Africa. Why does the Nation of Islam not talk about?
Let me ask you a question. Was he successful?
But you know why he wasn't successful? Because he got traded on by his own people.
Okay, so how can you and we love Marcus Garvey, but how can you sit up here and try to play the comparison game, right, brother? And you all the way in the wrong for this, to try to play a comparison game, and the brother wasn't even successful in his mission, and he don't even have his organization anymore. So to even try to compare them to the Nation of Islam, brother, is wrong morally.
So I want to ask you then. So I want to ask you this: how was he successful?
Because the Nation of Islam is still alive and we still growing.
Okay, but what are you doing for the people? And hold up.
What do you mean what are you doing for the people?
What is the Nation of Islam doing for the people?
Brother, come to the community. You see what we doing. We in the community.
Brother, man, I done came to the Mars. All I seen was stuck up. All I seen was stuck up brothers with bow ties. Hold up, stop.
That don't make you an authority on what we are doing and what we not doing.
Bro, hold on. Don't tell me about not coming to the community.
We have business meetings every month, brother, and we go over all our numbers. So someone who's on the outside looking in, beloved, brother, you are very ignorant to what the operations of the Nation of Islam has going on a daily basis.
Hold up, stop. You don't know who I know for you to say that.
Brother, it don't matter. You're not in the nation.
So hold up. Do I know somebody in the Nation of Islam?
Brother, I know people in the Nation of Islam. What that mean? Just because you know somebody don't mean you know how it operates.
What? You telling me the only reason I don't know because I'm not in the nation?
That's like saying, I'm a fan of the Los Angeles Lakers, but I know how the Lakers operate.
Hold up. For one thing, we grown men and we both talking over each other. That ain't gonna fly. So let's start this over, bro. Because again, people take up for their organization like they're a part of a game. Come up here and have a conversation, bro.
Having a conversation.
So all I'm telling you is you telling me I don't know what's going on because I'm on the outside looking in. But when I tell you I know people from within, then you say you know people from within. So what is it?
So let's do this because I'm an actual member. Bring whoever that you know from within to have a conversation with me.
Brother, man, I don't have to do that.
Yeah, because I have connections with people higher up in the nation. You're not just talking to anybody. You're not just talking to anybody. Brother. Okay, yes, sir. Go ahead.
Do you believe this man is the second coming that the Son of Man in the Bible was talking about? Is this the Son of Man that the Bible was talking about? Do you believe that?
He is the Son of Man.
And
I believe that with every fiber in my being.
Hold on. So he was the Son of Man, right?
Yes.
So he was the Son of Man that gathered us from the four. Now that Son of Man was gonna gather us from the four corners of the earth, right?
He's the Son of Man who Jesus prophesied who will come like a lightning from the east to the west, and who will be in the area where there is a dead carcass, where eagles were gathered. That's him.
Bro. The Son of Man was going to gather us from the four corners of the earth and make kings and priests on the earth. This is what the Son of Man was going to do. I can pull this up in the scriptures, brother.
Brother, listen to me.
Hold on. No, brother, man. Hold on. Stop. Hey, hold up. I asked you a question.
I'm going to let you go.
Because the Bible said the Son of Man was going to gather us from every nation, tongue, and people and make us kings and priests to reign on earth. So, what kings and priests did he make?
The resurrection is a process, right? So you believe that you are the Son of Man, but you ain't did none. You ain't did half the work the nation did.
Hold on.
So I mean, why you keep trying to make comparisons,
bro? This dude stayed in America for 2 years and left.
But look what the work he did with the 2 years that he did. He did way more than you, and you've been here all your life.
Hold on. It sounds like Elijah Muhammad did the work because he didn't get. Who did he gather the 2 years he was here?
Who would Elijah Muhammad be without Master fardmuhammad?
How you know Elijah Muhammad didn't get his information from Marcus Garvey?
Huh? Come on now. We have recordings.
Okay, hold on. I want to ask you this.
No. I'm gonna answer that. Let me answer that.
I want to ask you this.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you not know Elijah Muhammad was a Garveyite?
No, he was not, sir. That's what I'm trying to explain to you, beloved.
So so you tell him.
We have writings and recordings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad denying that he was ever a member of the UNIA or the Moorish Science Temple of America. We have writings and recording of him saying that he nor Master Fard Muhammad was never taught by neither one of those leaders, Noble Drew Ali or the Honorable Marcus Garvey. So tread lightly. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has given them praise and saying that they were great leaders and they never disrespected those leaders. But we have recordings and writings of our leader saying that he was never a follower.
Hold up. I'm finna show you right now. Let me turn the camera on. 1 second, brother. So tell me what they say.
Hold on. Come on, man. Come on. Hey, y'all will believe anything. Y'all will believe anything. Stand by. Google scholarship, right?
It says, hold on.
Scholarship, right?
Hold on, brother, slow down. Hey, brother, slow down right quick. It says what?
Brother,
In Detroit.
Who is that?
Brother, can you slow down, bro? Can you just slow down, bro? So it says, in Detroit, Muhammad was drawn to the teachings of Marcus Garvey and became a member of the Universal Negro Improvement Association. So Marcus Garvey Elijah Muhammad was first drawn to who? Marcus Garvey.
Never
hold on, brother, man. This.
A lot of people was drawn to his teachings. Don't make them members, bro.
Brother, hold your horses, bro. Hold your horses, man. So I want to ask you this. When did Marcus Garvey come into America?
I don't know exactly.
Did he come before Fraud?
Yeah.
Okay. So how you know Marcus Garvey ain't, because Marcus Garvey gathered way more people than Fraud did. Can we agree on that? Marcus Garvey they say he had 2 million. So who gathered the Nation of Islam? Was it Fraud or was it Elijah?
It was Master Fard Muhammad.
He was the founder. He did not gather the people.
Master Fard Muhammad is the founder.
I say, who did the gathering for the Nation of Islam?
Master Fard Muhammad. He had 25,000 followers before the Honorable Elijah Muhammad ever even joined. What are you talking about?
Now,
see, that's what I'm saying. You don't know the history.
Hold up. Who are the 25,000 followers?
What do you mean?
I'm saying, you say he had 25,000 followers. Like who?
You expect me, born in 1987, to know all the followers that he had?
Okay, Marcus Garvey came in the 1920s. We know all the people that was on his board. Like if this man,
he had an official organization. The Nation is not an organization.
So you telling me he had 25,000 people following him and he didn't have an organization?
No.
You know why? Because he didn't have 25,000 people following him.
Hey, that's your opinion.
You're right, and
that's your opinion
too. That's your opinion too. Your opinion is he had 25,000 followers. You don't know one of them.
But you can't sit up here and try to deceive the people and say the UNIA and Marcus Garvey created a greater thing for black people, bro. You wrong. That's just wrong. And we love Marcus Garvey.
Brother, man. Okay. Do you have any other questions, man?
Oh, so we done? We done? You want to talk to me no more?
Brother. Elijah Muhammad said this was the second coming of Christ. And now Muslims wait for Jesus to come out the sky, bro. That don't even make sense.
Who said we waiting on Jesus to come out the sky? Who said that? What part of that teaching?
Hold on. Farrakhan will teach about Jesus?
Yes.
So he say Christ coming back, right?
He is Jesus.
But Farrakhan say he the little Jesus.
Yeah, but he's still Jesus.
But he say the big Jesus coming back, right?
But see, that goes to show your lack of ignorance.
I want to ask you this though. So the big Jesus coming back, right?
Yeah.
So who the big Jesus is?
The most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
So this gonna be what, the fourth or third coming?
No, he don't need to come back because we got the minister.
So the big Jesus don't need to come back.
No, we have the minister here.
But
as above, so below.
Hold up. So the big Jesus don't need to come back, but the big Jesus is coming back.
Hey, on his time, he's the real Christ.
Bro.
The real Christ is the crusher of the wicked.
Hey, bro, I got other people in the queue. I appreciate you.
Okay. All right. Get up with you next time, my brother.
This is a game to a lot of these dudes, bro. These kids on social media, man. Just a bunch of kids on social media, man. Oh, boy. My people.
Yep.
What's up?
What's going on? Peace, King.
Got it.
I just want to just chime in real quick. The Nation of Islam is without a fact a falsified form of al-Islam, right? But here,
what kind of Islam you said? Say it again.
it's a falsified, fictitious form of Islam. It's a watered down, warped ideology of what Islam is really supposed to be, right? And I think in 2025, with all the information we have access to, I would hope people should know that, right? But the reality is, the followers are the followers, right? But I will say this, dealing with black men in the 1930s, and you were correct, brother, Elijah Muhammad definitely was a member of Garvey's organization. It's plenty of pictures of him with the fez is on as well, right? But I will say this, brother. The condition of the people is always going to reflect the leader, right? And during that time, 1930s, 20s, we talking about post-slavery. We talking about shoeshine boys. We talking about illiteracy. There's a lot going on right around this time. So in the defense of Elijah Muhammad, and I'm not a member of the Nation of Islam, although I do support, a large fraction of things that they do, right? For the people especially. He chose black superiority over black inferiority, right? For that time, right? Even when we look at, the fact that, he had brothers fasting for Ramadan every December. That was to deter people from Christmas, and when he was asked about, why he did this, he replied by saying, the black people in this country, they like children without teeth. They're like babies without teeth. They can't chew that food. It's too much for them. It's too much for them to chew all at once, right? So I got to give them this in increments. You understand what I'm saying? So which doesn't make it right? Because you probably just could have easily just talked to people right. You know what I'm saying? The thing that kind of baffles me with the Nation is the fact that they had this first resurrection, where we know that Elijah Muhammad had a son by the name of Warfdeen Muhammad, which was sent to the east, was sent to Cairo, I think, when he was maybe somewhere between 5 and 7 years old, to learn Orthodox Islam correctly, right? The Arabic, the Hadiths, et cetera, et cetera. That was done by design because Elijah knew that in time, the people would gain knowledge of self, gain knowledge of their environment, gain knowledge of religion, gain knowledge of God, and will want to graduate into something different, right? So the goal was never to stay there. Farrakhan brought them back, right? And I love the minister, I do, but Farrakhan brought that back. They had actually moved away from that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these brothers, Muhammad Ali included, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a lot of brothers started there, but they ended up going elsewhere. You understand what I'm saying? Now, are they woke? Yeah, but a lot of the ideology that they have is false, and it's a mixture of Christianity, Judaism, and a little bit of Islam, and a whole lot of nationalism, and that's what it is. And that's just the reality of it. It don't make nobody a good person or a bad person. That's that's the reality of it, y'all.
Oh yeah, that definitely well said, brother. Definitely, definitely well said. And like I tell people, man, I only speak of this because of what the level I'm speaking at it from. I'm not speaking at it from a level of just poking it. Like this is
Right,
a whole bigger picture, that that's really opening up at this point in time for this generation. Like
right.
this is the kind of
Because what
information that have to be given to this generation
you
for
better
us to
believe it.
unify.
You better believe it. You better
So
believe because it's a trinity. It's a trinity, bro. Like the last brother you just had up here, he was like, Fard Muhammad was the God in flesh. Elijah was Big Jesus. He was the Son, and Farrakhan. Bro, they're giving you a trinity. That's the trinity, bro. They repositioning a trinity.
yeah,
You
trying
know what
to.
I'm saying? That's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say, man, this and see the thing about what baffled me is we know nothing about this brother. All it is hearsay, she say.
Right.
Even when you go into the FBI files, which they try to say he got different names.
Mm-hmm.
His wife from New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? He got a Caucasian mother. They say his father was black. I'm
Right.
saying so these are all that we nobody even got who he's connected to or none of that.
Said he was Syrian. He was allegedly supposed to be Syrian, right? Can't the
Yeah,
starter can't be.
some people say
But
he
but
from
here's but here's but here's the
Hawaii.
thing though. But here's the thing though. It goes back to what I said in the beginning, bro. The condition of the people back then.
Oh yeah,
Elijah had this theory, right? And I've studied this extensively. Elijah had a theory where he believed that if the people, if the person bringing the message was too dark skinned, the people wouldn't receive it in 1930. See, you got to understand where people was really at. We still deal with colorism, but imagine colorism in
oh,
1932.
now you hitting the honor
I'm gonna give you the
because
guts, brother.
when you go into the mosque, the light skin more running. That's why Farrakhan his position in.
Listen,
What
because he had to look. Because he had to look.
because there was a lot of brothers. What was that brother named that bald head man under Malcolm? Khalid,
Uh,
Khalid or something.
which one now, bro?
He was under Malcolm X. It was the bald head man who they unalive. His name started with a K. I think it's Khalid. Khalid. I might be saying it wrong. Yeah, I can't. It's in somebody just put in the comments.
Either Khalil.
Khalil. Yeah. He was the one that probably was really gonna be next up.
Oh yeah.
But again, the nation didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand, and that's why, bro. I'm just not gonna flat out say it. You got to be able to read between the lines to understand what's truly being said. But the Nation of Islam was a design to put a roadblock in unifying the people. Because like I was saying with people earlier, it wasn't no Christianity in the 1920s.
Right.
Nobody going to church praising no Jesus in the 1920s like that. We wasn't all going to church we was going to church for a revolution.
Right.
We were going to church to figure out how to fix problems.
Right. That was the meeting spot.
Yeah, that was the meeting spot. You want to go out there talking about getting on your knees, Jesus coming down? We wasn't doing that in the 1920s.
No, we wouldn't.
Once Marcus Garvey seen the power, this is what made them create COINTELPRO. They like, holy shit, this Messiah shit might be real.
That's right.
Look what Marcus Garvey just did.
That's right.
Man, and then Marcus Garvey connect us to East Africa, which is where the throne of David is at.
Right.
The so-called the NIGGA majesty. So when he did that, they had to institute something that divided us.
Absolutely.
And right now, we're all divided in different religions.
Yeah,
but we all
absolutely.
in the same struggle that Marcus Garvey was trying to get us out in the 1920s, which was 100 years ago. We still in that same struggle. There's no black liberation. Nowhere on the face of the planet.
But the Black Power movement set us back, brother. You know, in a way, it kind of set us back because being black became the main focus, the focal point, as opposed to generating wealth, as opposed to education. If you choose to stay in this country, now if you plan on leaving this country, that's different. You could do what you want to do, but if you choose to stay in this country to excel the way you may want to, or the way you may aspire to be, there's a certain criteria that comes along with that. So a lot of times when you say, I just want to be black, you exclude yourself from a lot of American advantages, right? Absolutely, and I agree with you. So when they finally figured out, hey, let's let them do, hey, sing it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Let's let them do that because that's gonna keep them so locked in on that they won't be able to excel in this country. And that's what's been happening. Like I say, man, I understand it had to happen. I do understand the condition of the people. I was raised by people, from out of that era. So I understand it real well. And I get it, and it may be easier said than done because I didn't necessarily live through it. But I can say this, man. A lot of the colorism, man, that came along with that, man, it was just crazy. Just that's still holding us back, man. Light skin and dark skin is still a thing. That shit is still a thing, bro. So like again, I get, and that's a bold statement to say that the Black Power movement set us back. That's a bold statement. I know the comments probably going crazy, but guess what? I'm standing on that.
Well, that's why I say like Marcus Garvey that's why Marcus Garvey sat down with the head of KKK in his time.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't literally about black people at the same time, but black people was the ones that was getting treated wrong. So you didn't really have to have a white movement. You didn't have to have a Chinese movement.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You had to have a black movement, but they turned the black movement that Marcus Garvey created into the so-called black movement that destroyed us.
That's right. That's right.
So like you said, at least Marcus Garvey accepted the fact, well, look, we getting out of America. You see what I'm saying? And when we get out of America, we could probably help our people over here in America from another country.
That's right.
Like, because Africa is the powerhouse right now. Like,
yeah.
all resources come from Africa. So if you control Africa, you control the world.
Yeah, but they also sold Garvey. They also sold Garvey a lot of ships, man, with holes in the bottom of them too. Yeah. So a lot of people, we talk about Garvey, and I've studied Garvey deeply, man. Garvey's a deep dude, man, but that might not have been a good trip, man. Yeah, them steamboats wasn't like they were supposed to be, man. Because
what happened was the people that was on his board was working for the European nation. They were spies for the European nation.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Like, this happened. See, Marcus Garvey came into America at the end of World War I.
Mm-hmm.
So this when the Europeans were still fighting for Africa. Mm-hmm. They didn't want us to go back to Africa and help the Africans fight, especially the East Africans.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, but we don't understand what the World Wars was about. The World War was about the European nations taking control of East Africa.
Right.
So they had to stop the African Americans from going back because
colonization
it was extra harder for them to get control.
Yeah, it was being colonized at that point.
People gotta understand this. It wouldn't be no fake Jews in Israel. It wouldn't even be no Israel.
That's right.
It wouldn't be no Jerusalem.
That's right.
If African Americans would have left with Marcus Garvey.
There you go.
Marcus Garvey was finna mess up their whole plan.
Right.
So nah.
He was. Which you got to ask yourself is it do they really have a desire to really let us go? I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I don't think they never did.
But like you said a great thing in the beginning. Marcus Garvey was dealing with a bunch of people that was illiterate. That's why he had to trust so many outside people that came in.
That's right. That's why you needed the Jews.
Because the people that came in had skills. Because they was working for the Europeans, so they had education, they had training. So when Marcus Garvey saw them as black men, oh man, shit, I need you. But the whole time they working for the European nation. So that's what really set Marcus Garvey up. But like you said, now's the time. We ain't literate no more.
That's right.
We got phones and we talking to the world. So
that's right.
This is a different time. So the only thing that holding us back right now is us being divided in all these different religions. So
that's a fact.
We the ones that holding us back right. They can't hold us back. They can't even stop us from getting passports. They can't stop us from going to Africa. We doing that on our own. It's nobody over us no more. But we so separated to where we can't have a movement.
That's right.
You
So
know,
once we realize that we are all separate flames of the same lantern, then we'll be okay.
oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's so let's see, it's you know, the concept of knowing and information. Sometimes a concept can become your religion also, and just having these ideologies, some of these concepts and these ideas that we get so locked into them, man, that we can't grow. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to stop thinking that, you know, our knowledge that we attain is the knowledge is the supreme knowledge that's going to take us through life. That's not true. That's not true. Anytime you get stuck into that, it's going to stunt your growth as a man, as a woman. It doesn't matter. That's why it's so important to nurture your children. You know, like we have to. It's okay not to know, and I think the sooner we can, we can collectively admit that we don't know it all. You know, but let's sharpen each other up. Then things will change.
That's the hardest thing for us to say in 2025. I don't know.
They don't know. You cut their phones off, they'll be lost, bro. They'll be lost. You know, a lot of us as well learned way before Google. You know, so we got we got to really, you know, put the people in position, man. You know, we dealing with ageism, we dealing with, you know, capitalism, shit. We dealing with sexism. It's a lot of isms that we got going on right now, man, to deal with, man. You know, and you know, when you want to really change something, you got to change it from the inside out, not the outside in. You know, so you know, a lot of the brothers right now, we just got a lot of it's a lot of distractions, and they've always put out distractions for us. You know, Brother Malcolm called them pacifiers. You know, because they would give you, you know, they would give you all the drugs, they give you all the tools to destroy yourself and to keep you sleep at the wheel. That's where woke came from. You woke. We saying you woke because y'all done been asleep, but some of us ain't never been to bed. You know what I'm saying? So you know, it's collective thinking should be where we going in 2025. We don't got to set no unrealistic goals. We don't got to hold hands and sing kumbaya. Let's just try to have some collective thinking.
Man, that'll be a beautiful thing. But you know, that's what Marcus Garvey preached: one mind, one aim, one God, one destiny. You know, and
You know,
that's really what we have to set up. We have to set up that one destiny. We have to set up that one goal, and that's what's going to bring the unique minds together for that one goal. So that one, like, because we all got different roles to play. So we all not gonna have the same ideas.
that's
But if
right.
we all got that same goal, that same aim, and that same destiny, those different thoughts can come together based on that one goal.
That's right, brother.
To bring that unique differences to what we bring. You know, like you say, man, that's the style we is to the earth. We is that
That's right.
we is that flavor.
Yes,
But like I said, that flavor is so separated to can't nobody taste our seasoning right now. You know,
that's
and when
right.
we come together, the world gonna taste our seasoning.
That's right. That's
They gonna
right.
love it.
Peace.
They gonna love
Respect, brother. But I just wanted to chime in for a minute, man, because you know that was this nation debate has been something, man. I've been, you know, dealing with on and off, man. You know, for some years now, man, because you know I do have a lot of close brothers that's a part of that, you know, and you know we try to draw the line in the sand somewhere, man. But again, man, you know, it's concepts, man. It's a form of idolatry. I was just speaking to my aunt about this tonight. You know, these concepts and these ideas, man, it's a form of ideology. You ain't got to be down praying in no bones and no skulls and crosses. It ain't got to be that deep. It could just be your concepts, man. Seriously, you know, that will become your God, man. Real talk.
Yeah, real
Real
talk.
talk. So, you know, but again, brother, I appreciate you letting me come up, man. I'm going to get on out of here. I ain't going to hog the mic. We're going to let somebody else come up. And, you know, man, peace to you, bro.
All right, likewise, bro. And that's the website right there, man. You can check it out. Find
I
out.
got it, brother. I screenshotted it, man.
All right, salute to you, brother.
Peace
Peace.
to you, one.
Yeah, for those y'all who in the house and you never been here, definitely check out the website. Get in tune with what we're doing, y'all. Like I say, y'all, the movement is here, man. Again, it's a movement. We ain't standing still. You know, we going through all roadblocks. And again, it's one mind, it's one way, it's one truth, and it's one destiny. And together, we all come as a collective, a body of people with different roles and positions to help the body stand and stay afloat. And with that, you bring order. You don't walk with 2 feet, you put 1 foot forward. So someone or something will always go forward in everything in life. You know, that's just the roles. That's the nature of life. You know. So, like I say, y'all, we here just sharing that truth, man, bringing clarity. Clarity what's due. Giving clarity what clarity is due. I really don't have no. I'm looking for some new guests, man. Recent guests. I'm really not trying to do recent grave. Brother X. And all these people on the left. I think they all left, y'all. So like I say, y'all, man, I was hoping the brother man bring a lot of clarity on the last call. I was glad I got a few decent people tonight, y'all. But so y'all see how the Muslim came up and said this brother right here is the second coming. But at the same time, the Muslims are waiting for the second coming. See, people got to understand the Muslims are waiting for the second coming, but their leader said this was the second coming. So was this man the actual second coming, or is that just something that was said, like the brother man said? You got to think about, man, the 30s, the 20s, and 40s, people was illiterate to the writings of the Bible. Nobody was reading the Bible in the 20s. You see what I'm saying? You have to be well educated. Like, you know, so when people said these things, y'all, like, again, you dealing with a bunch of illiterate people. They just going to take your word. And if you got any kind of status, shit, it's 2025. People still don't read right now. You can run circles on people with books. You know, I can run circles on people with the Bible right now. It's 2025 and everybody know how to read. Everybody know how to read. There's still a few people right now that don't know how to read, but everybody know how to read right now. So imagine back then when nobody was really reading. You know, shit, a lot of our grandmas couldn't read. You know, so read, like I say, a lot of us don't look at time in the correct way because all we hear is 400 years of slavery. So we don't really look at the time or dates in the correct way. And we don't put everything together because, again, 400 years. So you go back to 1600. So when you go back to the 1600s, they already got you in the rabbit hole they want you to be in. Because why you think the world wars happened in the 1900s? Well, we don't study the 1900s because we were just slaves. It's a bunch of black people that had never been slaves in the 1900s. It was a lot of black people in the world that was never slaves in the 1900s. But they got us thinking every black person was a slave. Oh, yeah, man, 1900, we wasn't doing nothing. We ain't have nothing. We weren't going to get nothing. And we didn't come from nothing. Everything we had was taken from us in the 1600s. And we believe it. Because ain't nobody else told us no different. So we rarely studied the 18 and 1900s, which is the most valuable time in history. Don't ever let nobody tell you the 18 and the 1900s ain't important. If they do, they is lying to you. When people go out talking about 6,000 years and all that, man, that's like I say, y'all, man, look, ain't no man gonna come up and tell me what happened 6,000 years ago. You know. Because man can't validate to me what happened 100 years ago. I'm from Louisiana. I can tell people stuff that happened in Louisiana they know nothing about. So how the hell you know how you know world history? Because man taught it to you? So man made up a curriculum and said world history. And now you know the world history. Well, you don't even know the history in the state you live in. The people who know world history, if you ask them about the world history in the state that in the city, the city, they don't know what happened in the city 50 years ago. But they know world history. This is how we've been, that's how we've been lied to. You don't know no damn world history. I don't know world history. You don't know, I don't know world history. I don't give a damn how much you study, what land you go to, what rock you dig up, what cave you go in. You do not know world history. It's a what? We in the land of Oz. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. The land of Oz, y'all. Come up out of it, man. Come up out of it, y'all. You know, like I say, everybody got these titles on themselves and they just babbling about it. Because you got a book in your hand. Like I say, you can give a person a biology book right now. They can read that biology book till they blue. They'll never become a biology teacher. You could give a person a mechanic book. They'll never become a mechanic. Now see, this is how it was when I went to welding school. They gave us all the answers in the books. But you know how you had to pass welding school? You had to be able to weld. Everybody in welding school passed the written part. Only a few people could weld. Because the book didn't make you a welder. So no book makes you a teacher. No book. No book on the face of this earth will make you a teacher. Just like the book could make welders. You had to know how to weld. The same thing with everything else in life, y'all. You have to know how to do it. A book ain't gonna do it. You know, a book is not gonna, make you a minister and a teacher for God. A book can't do that. A book don't have that power. You know, that's why God got angels. That's why God got messengers. You know. And see, people say when I say that, I'm not against the Bible when I say that. I'm speaking logical from a logical standpoint of what you think the Bible is doing, because a lot of people don't even understand. You don't even supposed to have the Bible. The Bible Moses ain't write about you picking the Bible up and reading it. Isaiah didn't write the book about a bunch of people picking the Bible up and reading it. Everybody wrote about one person grabbing the Bible and unsealing it. Every prophet wrote about the one, the matrix, the one. You got other people, but you got the one. And this one is going to be able to do the things that needs to be done to get the mothership out of what? Babylon. So these are the things, y'all, that, like I said, we watch these movies, we read the book, but then everybody become the one. We got the old saying, it's too many Indians it's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Everybody cannot be the chief. Everybody is not a leader. That's like I always use the scenario. If I cut my toes off, I can't stand up, I can't run, I can't jump. I never come on here and show y'all my toes. You never see my toes. But my toes is the reason why I jump. It's the reason why I run. It's the reason why I walk. It's the reason why I stand. The toes. So if I woke up one day and my toes say, man, I'm tired of being the toes. I can't walk. I can't run. I can't jump. Just because my toes, something that's probably the least valuable thing, unless you're a woman or something, the least valuable thing that most people care about, but they play such a valuable role that you might overlook every day. You might overlook your toes every day until what? You get them chopped off. You might overlook that. But they play a very significant role in everything. But you always see the face. You always see the head. But you never see the toes. And we have to understand roles are just as important as the leader. Roles are just as important as the head. But some stuff you might not never see because it's not their role. But that don't mean their role ain't important because they're not being seen. That's where you understand nation building. We always said, see, this is what Army teach you. The Army teach you sacrifice for the team. But we in the hood, we be like, take one for the team, man. Take one for the team. You know, it's for the team. So when you nation building, you're not doing nothing for yourself. What are you doing it for? A team. But we have gotten away from those principles. So we do it for the organization. So everything we do, that's what make us scatter. We're not doing nothing for each other no more. We only working for these organizations that we are part of. And everything we doing is for that organization. It's not for the team, because your true team is your brothers and sisters in your neighborhood. Because what? Your neighbor might not be a Muslim. You know, but if something go down, the first person you're gonna call what is your neighbor, the first person next to you. If you move the technology, the first person you're gonna see if you walk out your house is most likely gonna be your neighbor, somebody across the street from you, and then they might not be in the religion you in. So a true team is the people. It's not your organization. But again, we're not doing them for the team no more. We're doing it for organizations that we are a part of. These are the moves we are making. Oh man, you know, I'm doing this for my I'm doing this, you know, for the Mars, man. Mars number 5507. You know, man, you know, I'm doing this for the church, man. You know, the church need this, man. You're supposed to be doing this for the people. You're not supposed to be doing this for no damn church. You're not supposed to be doing this for no Mars. And see, this is again what make us separate and what make us easy to what? Take down. This is where we at, y'all. So I know I do have some guests on the other panel, man, because all these recent guests. Everybody up here is a recent guest, and I know most likely when it's a recent guest, I'll talk to him. He got 0. Nah, I ain't got nobody worth talking to. Not that I see. So y'all, I guess I'm ending on that, man. I don't have no new people who really want to come up. These are all recent guests, y'all. So I think I done well, brothers, sisters, yeah, ain't nobody new. So on that note, y'all, you know, as always, let me speak. I don't really know who you is, bro. I don't know, you know. I know I got you as a recent guest, so I've spoken to you before. So I was just kind of looking for new people and Muslims. You know, I ain't trying to stay on here too much longer anyway, man. You know. So y'all catch me another time, man. You know, and I'm gonna always say what? I hope the Father has circumcised y'all hearts and ears for the message. Peace and blessings, y'all. I'm out.